Honk. Alright, we're recording. So, last time, in the world of the Dungeons and or Dragons, the party traveled alongside another band of adventurers, heavily armed individuals, for a while on the way to Rose Lake, where you made camp and did some trading with one of the local suppliers. Afterward, you parted ways with the other band and headed further north along the road, at which point you were ambushed by a pack of bandits, including one particular wanted individual known as the Patch, who appeared to be using some magic items and maybe rudimentary necromancy to summon snake skeletons and kind of refleshify them. And you managed to fight your way out of the ambush at the edge of the canyon, and are now back on the road, headed north toward Quickland, currently deftly maneuvering around the Quickland quicksand that surrounds much of the region's roads. So, as it is early afternoon, maybe late afternoon at this point, and you're fairly close to nearing Quickland, you've got a moment's respite after having done a bit of rough and tumble fighting. What pace are you? I believe does anyone remember who was driving?
I think I was when the thing happened.
No, I believe it was Pashmina. Well,
yeah, I was driving. Oh, there goes Caroline.
yeah, Caroline got
Oops.
hacked.
Nerfed.
I was driving when the ambush happened.
Oh.
But I
Oh,
don't-
right, but now I think but yeah, but now Mocha is driving because I remember they did the perception check to spot the quicksand.
Mhm.
Just face forward, I guess.
There you go.
Also, can we talk about the word refleshify for a moment and just how much I appreciate that?
Yeah, good vocabulary.
Yeah.
Hello, DM. Can I get into the board, please?
Yeah. Oh, yes. Yes.
Thank you.
Honk.
I don't know. Are we, if we keep it at just like a normal pace, are we gonna get there like by sundown?
Yeah, you were delayed briefly, but you shouldn't have a problem making it to town before it gets dark.
Yeah, then I think just a normal pace. No reason to push it.
You have been given a symbol to look out for that marks Patch's territory, which is, unsurprisingly, a rudimentary drawing of a patch. That you've been told to look out for, but you're not really sure where. You know that after having a conversation with one of the bandits after the fight, you know that Patch's hideout is somewhere between Quickland and Nosgall in the mountains, embedded in the mountains somewhere. But yeah, if you keep normal pace, you should make it there just fine. Normal pace also will help you avoid the any treacherous terrain along the way.
Yeah, that sounds good to me then.
Yep. Moseying along.
Sort of thing.
Listen, fancy.
Then yeah.
Moving right along.
Moving right along. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba. Excellent. After a bandit fight.
Who's Kermit and who's Fonzie in the moving right along music video?
Millie's Kermit.
Okay.
Oh.
No, wait, Millie's Fozzie because Fuzzy.
Wouldn't I be Kermit?
Yeah, well, but you're fish, frog. Yeah, it's close enough, right?
And my mini is a frog. Could probably do the Kermit voice.
No,
Kermit
I
at
gotta say
home.
that.
My brother!
Oh, jeez, it's him again.
Jeez. Oh gosh. Minnesotan Kermit. Yeah, you make it to Quickland just fine. You about like I'm gonna say 250 meters out, close enough that you can now see the town. You notice that they have put up a good chunk of fortifications around the town. It looks like there are some larger wooden spikes, kind of general walls being assembled, kind of typical wooden fort as in literally fortifications.
Palisades and whatnot.
Yeah, exactly. Something that they can walk along. You see like a couple of people kind of like posted up along the edge. Almost all Aarakocra and Kenku. With a lot of the Aarakocra doing the heavy lifting and a lot of Kenku doing a lot of like fastening and tying and whatnot. So you may approach as you see fit. There are a couple of folks with spear-looking things posted outside the front of what is probably going to be a gate, but it looks like it hasn't been fully assembled yet.
Uh-oh.
I would suspect bandit problems, perhaps.
Man. You think?
I don't know, no, just guessing.
No problems here.
No, that could be worse too.
Wait, say that again, Matt?
It always could be worse too.
Oh,
Yeah, it could be more than bandit problems.
Hey, you never know what's out here in the desert.
yes, I suppose there are monsters too, and storms and other people. I think we should be safe though, as long as we don't have any weapons out. Looks to Loka.
It's kind of hard to try. Have you ever tried to stash it? You know?
I know, but can you just put it out of sight for a moment, maybe?
Loka just throws it into the
Into the back,
Yeah.
lodges into the wood, like
Yeah, definitely
Yes.
still like obviously sticking out of the cart.
Yeah.
As you roll forward, the couple of folks at the front kind of like gesture for you to slow down at least and kind of walk forward, approaching. And they're just like, "Hey there, any troubles on the road?"
Yes. Looks to Loka. Does Loka still have blood on him from the previous combat?
Almost certainly.
We had some bandit troubles, as you can see, points to Loka.
Everyone make it out. Are any of you in need of medical help? We've got a healer.
What is our HP looking like? Oh, yes.
Wait, who's hurting?
I'm at like half health.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I forgot I had to open up Roll20.
By-
D&D Beyond. Haha.
By all
I forget
means.
every time.
And they kind of like usher you forward. And they kind of guide you inside. It's set up very similarly to the Rose Lake. It's very little town, only a couple establishments, and then their primary thing. Although instead of farming, so the kind of the business, as you can see pretty quickly from the shop fronts, is alchemical supplies. Specifically stuff that only occurs naturally in like this region of the desert. So there's a lot of like cactus needles and specific kinds of desert flowers. And it looks like there are like jars of specific kinds of insects, mostly very brightly colored. in like various carts. A lot of that, it's clear they have like kind of a storefront set up to display all of those items, but then it's likely that they typically sell to merchant trains rather than like individual customers rolling through. But they quickly usher you inside, and Loka, they actually direct you toward like this little shrine that is in the center of town, and there are a couple people around, and then this lady in like very long, very loose white robes. It's particularly very Thronian clothing, kind of more dressed up, but still very much dressed for the weather. And she kind of like notes that she's with a couple of other people, a younger girl and kind of an older Aarakocra. And she quickly turns to you because you're fucking covered in blood. And it's just like, please, over here. And kind of like directs you to a couple of seats in front of the little shrine and like indicates for you to sit down.
Go on.
Have we like pulled the cart into the town and stuff then, or?
Yes, if you would like to have, yeah.
Yeah, because I just think it would be kind of weird if I.
Yeah,
just
they're planning on
how about-
ushering the group of you inside.
All right. Yeah, he complies. He just goes. "Ah!"
Hi. And she's kind of like grabbing a couple things. She's just like, could you? How were you injured? Where are you injured?
Actually,
Sorry.
kind of all over.
Ah, all right. That's fine. That'll be fine. And she.
doesn't feel fun.
I'm sure. And she picks up a holy symbol, which looks like a ring with a bunch of little spikes on it. And she kind of like holds that in one hand and then like grabs a bottle of something in another and like kind of like puts a hand on the top of your wet head and like dips a couple fingers into that and kind of like gives it a quick like smear from kind of your brow back to like the back of your neck, and you feel it like it gets like really hot all of a sudden, almost like a sunburn, and then like as soon as it feels like it's like almost burning, it like immediately cools off and sends this like soothing chill all the way down the rest of your body, and you can see like your cuts and wounds start to kind of like knit together and smooth out a little bit better. And you're going to get, that's 7 plus 4 is 11 points of healing.
That's nice. Like that. Wow! What's that?
Just the usual, you know. I've been here for a while, so it's just you know your standard rituals, you know.
That's really something.
Well, feel free to leave an offering to Leviatar the next time you're interested in giving thanks for the blessings of the gods. She sounds.
Do you mean Leviathan?
No, Leviatar. She's a goddess of pain, but among other things.
That's really something. So you worship the goddess of pain?
Yes.
been through this before.
Yes. She kind of like gestures backward, and you can kind of like get a better look at the shrine, and it's this like kind of vertical spire that kind of twists and has these kind of like spikes jutting out from the sides of it, and like looks kind of menacing, honestly.
Did you say this was just an old woman? Like, did you say this was the Aarakocra, or was it?
She is Aarakocra, yes.
Yep. Heisan will just
kind of a dusky gray color feathers.
Okay, Heisan will just look to her and speak. Is there a recommended offering?
It's not particularly specific. If you have any foods, any waters, there is a traditionally penance, which is its own thing, but that's really not practiced outside of the clergy. So, simple coin, silver, perhaps.
I'll give you. That will do then. Is there a bowl that Heisan can just plop it in?
There is. There's actually like carved into the base of the shrine.
All right.
Yeah.
I can. He'll drop in 2 silver because they made a nice tidy profit.
You can actually see kind of along the base, some of the coins of the surrounding regions are, especially like Kylan coins, have the hole in the center of them, and several of those kinds of coins have been hung on the little spikes around the base of the shrine.
The Kylan coins?
Yeah. Just because, like, I mean, hole, spike, people make that connection pretty easily. It feels appropriate.
Have you received Kylan visitors recently?
Oh, no more than any other Oasis town, but people really like putting the... It's symbolic, I suppose, you know, the piercing of the coin, meaning it's unnecessary and sacrifice.
I suppose. I do suppose that works.
It's a nice thought. Licia, by the way.
Oh, hey son. It's very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. You all look... do you have the rest of a caravan? How bad were your bandit troubles?
We traveled alone. It was just us. We were outnumbered, but we did manage to fend them off. The rest, and rout the rest. It was not pretty, though.
They were a bunch of pushovers.
I don't know if I would say that. I think.
Look, until a few seconds ago, you had at least 7 snake bites in you. Do you not remember that?
Have you ever been attacked by a shark?
No, I live in a desert.
Yeah, well, I have, and it's not a good time. That was a lot worse than snake bites, I'll tell you that.
Well, you still looked terrible, Loga.
Thank you.
You look rugged. That's the top of your head.
By the way, the leader was someone had an eye patch. Was using this ring to reanimate and control snakes. Have they been giving you trouble as well?
That specifically doesn't sound familiar, but we actually hadn't been experiencing issues for a while. We'd been we'd been playing host to a collection of Thronian mercenaries, actually, until recently. They'd been dealing with the bandits fairly effectively. At cost, of course, but The peace of mind was nice, but they disappeared last week.
The
Black
mercenaries?
Fangs?
The mercenaries.
Black Talons? Would
No,
they have that information?
they were under the Hasuvano? Some Thronian house. Let me check.
Oh,
That's the DM. Let me check.
Nope.
House Bintai.
House.
They're have some stake in the jewelry and mining in the area, so they decided to send out mercenaries to help out to protect their investments.
Yes, that sounds like them. But, so they disappeared, you say?
Yes, went out to deal with, they said they'd seen some bandits scouting the area nearby and went out to investigate and didn't return. Took most of their, like, they took their horses, their foxes. Sorry, I know the setting, I promise. Their wagons, their foxes, their equipment, the tents, they went off. It seemed like a bit of an event.
Where? You wouldn't happen to know where those mines are, would you?
Much of the mines are further north, between here and Nosgall.
Strange. And they left nothing behind, you say?
No, apart from some tea bottles, campfire.
Strange. Strange, huh? How
Is
long
there
ago
any-
was it? Oh, sorry. Go on.
Uh,
Oh, no, it's-
Just a week.
Is there anyone in town who could give us maybe more, a more exact location? for the
Yes. For the mine. I think Cost used to work in the mines. He's running the trying to pull together our makeshift defenses. I'm sure he'd spare some time to speak with you. In the meantime, welcome to Quickland. We've got things if you would like to engage in commerce with us. He gives a pained smile.
We will maybe after we rest.
Understood.
Oh, although I cannot speak for everybody else. Loka, Zoran, would you like to go look at the poultices and whatever they sell?
Wouldn't hurt, I don't think.
Well, in that case, let's see. Alright. Hassan's going to leave his money with you then. Most of his
Okay.
money with you. About 38 gold pieces.
38?
Oh.
I mean, sorry, 28.
That's still a lot, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What you doing?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh. I'm going to go go rest in the cart.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
It is starting to get to be, like, early evening.
Maybe I'll prepare some rations or something of that sort.
Are you sure you want to rest in the cart? Do they have? Pashmina's gonna kind of look around for like any sign of like an inn or
Yeah.
like.
Much like Rose Lake, they have like a designated camp area for existing caravans. You can tell that it was burned fairly recently. Like there's fire pits and places to stake tents and put carts, but no sort of like full building construction. Yeah.
Yeah. Hassan is going to take a moment to, in that case, is going to take his leave and decide and start to set up camp in that case, while everybody goes off and does whatever they wish to do.
Okay.
Yes.
You make a perception check for me.
I suppose.
Maybe.
How does an 11 do?
11's pretty good.
Okay.
You hear like a little crackle, like a little static crackle, and you notice that there's like what looks like almost a little rain cloud above your head, like a little assembly of like mist that is kind of dark gray.
Am I evaporating?
Not that you can tell.
Okay, you're trying out. You're cooking.
Is it within reach?
It's probably like 4 feet above your head.
Does it move when I move?
It does. You walk
What?
forward and it kind of like trails just a little bit behind you until it catches up.
What happens if I jump at it?
Yeah. You've got high strength. You've got a decent vertical leap. Are you like trying to swat at it?
Swat, I think, is the wrong word. I think grab.
Okay. Yeah, so you jump up and you kind of like reach out and try and get your little fins on this thing, and your fingers just kind of like pass through it, and it kind of dematerializes for a sec. You kind of like almost dissipating a mist, and then after a couple seconds, it just kind of like slowly reforms over your head.
Can anyone else see this?
Yep.
Is everything all right there?
I don't know, you tell me.
You've got a little.
Can I try inspecting it? Can I try inspecting it then? I
Yeah,
guess?
sure.
Is it investigation at this point?
Either investigation or arcana.
Or arcana?
Actually, I'd give you nature or arcana.
Oh, great. Both are not good. I'm gonna do nature. And I don't have my dice on me, so I'm doing the D&D Beyond roll. 13.
13's not bad. With nature, like, yeah, it's definitely a rain cloud. Maybe a thunder cloud. But, like, very small and localized entirely above Loka's head.
Hey, where's that lady?
Where's it's the priest
Licia?
Alicia, right?
Yeah.
She's still
She's
around.
she's still over by the shrine.
Excuse me. What did you do?
What? What do you
What
mean?
did you do?
It's
He points
just
at the cloud.
oh. I didn't do that.
You touched my head, and then there's clouds above head. What did you do?
I'm not certain. Have you undergone any curses lately?
on any curses. Are you joking?
Okay, I'm just trying to figure out what. Here, let me see if And she kind of like grabs her little ring of thorns, and like pages through this like little journal that she has written. And it's just like, that might do okay. She's like, all right, it's worth giving it a shot. And she like takes the little ring of thorns and like pricks one of her fingers with that and like squeezes out one drop of blood and then makes kind of like a sigil in the air, and like
I don't like this.
casts something on you.
Oh, Jesus.
You feel like this kind of like wave of magic, like again that kind of like heat followed by coolness, but again leaves you kind of like refreshed, broadly speaking, but like Cloud's still there, and she's just like, okay, so it's not an enchantment, it's not well, I guess it could be a curse, but that I feel like higher level curses are bad. They're worse than that. Are any of your friends wizards who like to play pranks?
Zoran! Where's Zoran?
Zoran immediately has their hands up in the like air defensively. I promise you, I do not even dabble in magic such as that.
So you're not the one making me evaporate.
I have no idea what's even happening to you. And they'll try and like shoo like the cloud away. Like they're just gonna like run their hands and just kind of like brush it out of the way.
As soon as you touch it, it zaps you.
Well,
Guys.
Take 1 lightning damage.
Oh,
Ow.
oh, that looked painful.
I deal in fire magics. I don't deal in other types of magics.
It didn't do that to you when you touched it, Luca.
he's gonna jump at it again.
Your hand goes through it and then mists it out of the way and then reforms again. It looks a little bigger.
What if it's protecting you?
Oh. No, I still don't like it.
What if I try to? I touch Luca. I just gently touch Luca.
Your hand is now a little wet.
Oh.
Oh no.
Sticky. Slimy.
I'm used to it by now.
But nothing seems to happen. The cloud seems stable. It doesn't really seem to react.
Heisan knows, well, quite a bit about magic, but I guess we can ask him when we regroup.
If you're curious, I could cast a few more rituals to try and do some identification, but it would take time. I'm more of a healer than an arcanist.
I think you've done quite a thing.
Okay, yeah, all right, I understand.
Loka's gonna walk out grumpily and just be like,
Just got cursed by the fucking god of thorns. Great.
Ashmina gives like a little apologetic wave, and it's just like, I'm sure you tried your best. So we leave.
Lisa's just like, can't all be winners. Yeah, and you feel free to settle for the night. Even though defenses are still going up, this place is clearly much better fortified than Rose Lake. It's got most of the walls up, kind of forming a fairly defensive perimeter. There are clearly a few individuals like that intend to be keeping watch. Although If anyone wants to give me just like a broad perception check, go ahead.
I would
Sure.
Hey, son can do that.
I'd take perception or insight.
Oh,
We all-
Insight I'm good at.
22 perception.
It's pretty good.
Nice. Here.
10.
Never mind.
Hey, son is tired and focused on cooking.
17.
I clicked and it's lagging. Fuck. Oh my god. Why is it lagging? Why is it lagging? Holy jeez. Just roll the dice.
I can't wait for you to have rolled 300 dice.
Oh
So I
Yeah.
can roll the one.
I literally just clicked my little insight button and the die is like moving at 1 frame per second. Just roll it.
The thing is, it actually looks like it's rolling on my
It's-
side. It's just, it literally has a question mark next to it for me.
Fuck.
Very silly.
It's taking
That's so
minute.
funny. It's actually not rolling.
Oh my god, it's literally trying to do this in real time, but it's moving at 1 frame per second. I'm gonna die.
Just
I'm gonna
refresh.
die.
Just refresh.
Fuck that roll. Whatever that roll is, fucking.
You could roll on Tailspire.
Holy shit.
That's really
Uh,
funny.
I wanna see if that goes through. It might not. I have no fucking clue. What does the roll history say?
It literally just says
uh,
question mark.
Yeah, it just did. Okay, I'll try and like.
Funny.
That
Yeah,
was
I've got
fuck. ...
It's if you maximize it, it's just
17.
the D20 logo and then a
Oh, plus
question mark.
4. Because it's like-
17 was me.
Oh.
17. Oh, for you. Never mind.
Tailspire, plus 4.
You're.
So both Peshmina and Logo rolled over 20.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sick. Everyone else seemed to roll pretty good. 10 and 17. So 10 and 17. There's clearly organization and planning going on here. Like these aren't being thrown up carelessly or thoughtlessly or in a panic or anything like that. Like these are being assembled with care and a cause. Those who the 20 and 22 and 21, you can tell that even though they're organized, these are not professionals. These are villagers who are taking lengths to defend their home. You're not super sure how good they would be in an actual fight.
Yeah.
Honest to God, I think Loco wants to walk up to just like maybe the main town, or not like the main gate guard where
Yeah.
the gate would be.
With the 22, you can definitely like figure out which one of these people is, like, broadly speaking, in charge and giving orders and people are deferring to.
Oh yeah, then I'm just gonna go pester him.
Yeah.
Or pester them rather.
You're right, it is him. It's a big beefy bird. He's like a pretty strong looking old graying feathers. I don't know if that's a thing that happens. It is now. Kind of probably mid-50s Aarakocra carrying like a spear and a shield on his back and a short sword at his belt, and he kind of like
I sorry. No, never mind. Yeah, that checks out. Aarakocra's only lived to like 60 or something, or like maybe 40. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. Never mind.
right,
Keep going.
because they're old for an Aarakocra.
Old for an Aarakocra.
Fit equivalent years, human. Equivalent human years, like 50. A real Ron Perlman bird. He notices you approaching and just kind of like gives you a wave. It's just like, I noticed you come in. There's a verse I was going for. I noticed you come in earlier. Is there anything I can do for you?
I'll just ask some questions if that's okay.
Sure. Yeah.
So, what are you protecting yourselves from?
Bandits, same as everyone else.
Oh, so they're a big problem?
Yeah, they've been pretty big issue kind of across the region up here. They usually hang out near the roads. They don't always go for the villages, but every once in a while it's just worth it. Especially if there's a caravan in town.
Have you been getting attacked lately? Like, since we're in town, should we be worried about it?
Given the size of your group, probably not. The plan here is basically to hope caravans have their own security and give them the tools to be able to fend off an attack if something should come while they're resting here in town. We don't have the manpower, supplies, or funding, frankly, to be able to fend off an attack ourselves, but there's not much here worth taking that's worth potentially fighting and dying over, so bandits usually leave us alone unless there's something to be gained.
Loka is not the his expertise does not lie on land combat.
Mm-hmm.
But I still think he would understand bits and pieces of it. So
Yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
wondering if
I'm going to
you
give
can,
you some pirate insights.
Yeah, or just like I just wonder if I can like check things out and be like, oh, this is what you could be doing better.
Yeah, absolutely. What's your proficiency bonus?
For what?
Just in general. It's still +2 at level 3, right?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Let me check for you. Yeah, it's +2.
Okay.
Because there's not like a pirate skill. There's not like a thiefcraft skill. But I want to give you the best chance you have. Because normally I'd say like investigation, but I don't think that's accurate to your level of expertise. Actually, let's say it's investigation, but I'm going to give you your proficiency bonus on top of that, so that's +3 to the die.
Oh, all right. So just wow. Oh fuck. That's only a 9.
Only a 9. Yeah, you kind of get the basics at least. Land tactics are a little like that is not something you are as well versed in, because the dominant feature of kind of figuring out like where defenses would be is kind of dictated by the surrounding terrain, which you would understand better if it was like a cliffside. Or somewhere along the coast, but is a little bit harder here. However, you can still, like, definitely put out some, like, thoughts, especially regarding, like, wall defenses. Like, you've have you sieged a fort at sea before? Is that a thing that your crew has done?
I want to say no.
Okay. It did seem a little beyond kind of your scope.
Yeah.
And yeah, like you can definitely help with some broader strategy things, but a lot of it is just like physical, like those boards look loose, or I think this is a little weak and you could probably crack through here, by just kind of doing a walk around of the perimeter of the defenses.
I think I'd like to do at least that then.
Yeah, absolutely. They appreciate the help, especially just like having another pair of hands, honestly. Like, even if you're not offering valuable insight, just having another person to help assemble stuff is great.
Well, and let's be honest here, Loka's not helping assemble things. He is finding the things that are loose.
I'm pointing at it.
Yeah.
Pointing out all the flaws.
I think he's pointing out all the flaws, but also, like, I think he would at least, like, help take care of the easier things to take care of. You know, like, if it's just like, oh, this board is loose, like,
Someone give me a hammer! Bah, bah, bah.
Yeah, absolutely.
you know.
Use his face as hammer.
I think you actually have, like, a younger Kenku who is helping, like, lash some logs together, like following you around. Like every time you're like, I need this tool, they like quickly scurry away and come back with it, and like repeat. As soon as you say it, like someone give me a hammer, then like that Kenku is immediately just like, someone give me a hammer, and like runs out to get it and comes back with it and just hammer and gives it to you.
That's so good.
Oh, I love
Can't speak Aqua.
Other cool?
Oh. Give this another minute, huh?
Oh, someone give me a hammer.
I like you. I like this one.
You're
I like you.
What's your name?
Ooh.
That's awkward.
My name is also
Ooh.
Why are you just making fun of me?
Just kind of like shrugs and clicks a couple times.
Okay, well, I need a,
I actually can't think of a tool that I need right now, but what exists other than hammer? Nothing.
Tools. Just like starts collecting things and carrying them behind you.
Excellent.
Like a hammer, a screwdriver, pile of nails, some rope.
I love the idea of like a surgeon's assistant.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
for construction.
Yeah.
This is excellent.
So they help you out, and you help put some stuff together.
Yeah.
Peshmina actually wants to look for the person that Licia mentioned. Cost?
Cursed.
Cursed.
That's the
Oh,
big.
what an unfortunate name.
Yes, Kurst. Cursed. It's the big elder Aarakocra that Loka was talking to previously.
Okay. Then yeah, once Loka's done with them, Peshmina comes up with the map. Says, hi.
Hey there.
So Licia was telling me, hi, my name is Peshmina.
Hello, Cursed.
Nice to meet you. Licia was telling me about, the mercenaries who went missing.
Yeah.
Supposedly they were here to protect, some mines.
We're for almost a month and a half? Or at least protect the territory. The house that they represent has mines fairly nearby, and they chose to protect the town, to protect the route, to protect the mines.
It would be really helpful if we could be allowed to know that route to the mines.
Sure, yeah. And he kind of like takes your map and it's like, all right, so you've got the main trade route there, right? It just comes off right after. There's a ridge on the left with a stream. It's one of the few. It's not the biggest stream, but it will be, I think, the second you come across on the route between here and Nosgall, because the road between Nosgall and Quickland diverges from the broader trade route path. So, and he like dots it out on your map. He's just like, there's a few in the area. Some are managed by various folks. Nosgall is a mining town itself too. So if you need help, directions, or if you need to get to somewhere specific around, someone in Nosgall should be able to help guide you.
That's very helpful. Thank you.
Of course. Y'all doing okay at the the truck stop.
The way station.
At the out at camp. Y'all need anything?
You
Oh.
just see, you'll just see Hassan has performance of creation a giant cauldron and is now making soup or something.
Excellent.
Aw. I think we're okay.
Right?
Um,
Y'all need anything? See anything suspicious? Just holler. Someone will come by.
well, I did. Sorry, I don't mean to keep you away from your work.
Oh, sure.
We did, on the way here, encounter a man named the Patch.
I heard he was further north. I didn't think he'd been that far south.
I mean, yeah, basically just south of here. So,
It's worrying. We'll keep a lookout. I'll probably see if I can get someone else on the wall tonight.
so seeing as he's not really from around here, you don't know much about him?
Not a whole lot. I know he's been in the area for a long time. Used to work security up at the mines, and they'd run into his crew every once in a while.
Security at the mines. Interesting.
Used to have issues when they transport stuff back down from the mines to the trade routes every once in a patch. But I heard he was doing other stuff nowadays. So folks have been out to get him for a long time.
So we've heard. Flyers making it all the way down to basically the very south of the Phasia.
Someone's finally got it out for his head then, hopefully.
Is there anything we should look out for between here and Nosgall? I mean, I guess other than just kind of gestures broadly.
Yeah, I get it. To my knowledge, no. Stay on the path. Maybe... Are you guys headed down the trade route? Or are you headed further north?
We're continuing north.
It gets rockier. The road north's functionally a mountain road. Meaning there's lots of cover. It's a good road. It's a winding road. I'd say either make it quick, book it all the way up to Nosgall as fast as you can, or take it very careful. To give it the time. You might not get there as soon as you like. You might be out after dark, but you'll have a better chance of avoiding anything that's going on up there.
Ashmina will nod. Well, thanks.
Of course.
Just scamper off toward the campfire.
Yeah.
I'm having a stroke all of a sudden. For the camp.
Yeah, you have no problems heading there. It's pretty dark out by now. And you all may rest for the night if you so desire. The campfire is warm. You don't have company like you did in Rose Lake, but it's quiet. Most of the folks who were working on the exterior defenses have gone back to their homes. Small collection of buildings fairly close to town center. Things seem to have settled for the night, broadly speaking. There are maybe 3 or 4 individuals patrolling the wall surrounding the town. And if you would like to, you may rest for the night.
Yeah, Loka took hers out.
I cannot think of anything else to do.
Thrawn gives Tayson their money back.
Oh, Okay. We didn't go shopping. I guess we'll have to do that in the morning. Right.
Right. It's a fairly peaceful night. I'm gonna roll a perception check for the people on the wall.
Oh god.
It's pretty good. One of those is a crit. It is a calm, peaceful evening.
Nice.
Don't see anything tonight. You don't hear anything tonight. You just get a nice full night's rest.
Yay.
How rare.
Key points back.
Everyone can go ahead and take a
I
long
got
rest.
my HP back.
And go ahead and take 150 XP for making it to Quickland.
Oh.
Level up!
I was gonna
Nice.
say, I
That
think
might
that's a
help.
level up.
Some of you might be there.
150?
150.
Yay!
Yeah.
Is that everyone?
I'm level 4.
I'm also level 4.
All right.
Also a level 4.
Nice.
Wow.
Well, wasn't anticipating. I should have kept an eye on that, but it looks like we're gonna do a quick level up in the middle of the session.
Yeah!
If anybody's interested. in
Yeah, go
doing
for it.
that. Okay. Give me 1 sec.
I'll turn the lights back on.
Ooh. Ability score or feat? Ooh. That is the question.
Feats are always fun, but
Feats are
let's see.
always fun.
But you also have like a lot of things that are 1 point away from being leveled up. You are like 1 point away from having 18 charisma.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
How do you level up whenever you use the XP system?
I think you just press the anvil button in the top right, probably.
I think I'm gonna do ability score.
Ah, here we go. Okay. Oh, what?
For manage character and levels.
Ah, I have to, yep, and then I have to go up to level 4. There we go. I was like, how do I... So I get my abilities for movement. Ooh.
No, wait, am I level 4?
Yep,
I
yeah, you
get
are.
more spells! Yes!
More spells?
Finally!
Funny.
I'm so excited. I can use more than just the 2 spells I've had.
Real spell hours.
Real spellcasting hours. I can still only use 2 spells though. I just get more.
Oh, also relevant is HP boost.
Ooh, you're
Yes.
right.
So you can take median if you want to. You can also roll for hit dice if you would like to. I'll let you reroll ones.
I'm just doing median.
Alright.
Oh, God, what should I get?
Hee hee hee. I have so much dexterity.
I also have a bit of dexterity now.
Have a non-zero amount of dexterity.
Right, because everything. Right.
Another Dragon Fear. I choose the feat Dragon Fear.
Oh my god, your deflect missiles is now 1d10 plus 8.
Jesus.
I'm untouchable. Cannot touch me.
Meteor
I could
Hammer is a
become-
plus 7 to hit, does 2d4 plus 5 damage.
I could become telepathic if I wanted to. Shit.
That's
But-
fancy.
That makes no sense, so.
That would be a weird one, narratively.
Yeah.
I also get a new reaction. Or bonus action? I get a new bonus action. Is it bonus action or is it a.
Oh, you have Slow Fall now,
Yeah.
as a reaction.
Mm-hmm. I have to sneeze again. Oh, I have am I so sneezy? Stop.
I'm just having the struggle of trying to find 2 good spells now, because I get a cantrip and I get 1 other.
You don't have to decide them immediately if you don't want to.
Yeah, I know.
One of the... I haven't officially implemented this, but it's I will offer this to you, because I think it's a fun thing. You choose your spells when you cast them. So, as soon as you go, oh, I actually want to be able to cast this spell, you get to pick that one from the book, but then it locks in as the spell you picked.
Oh, I like that.
Which I think is silly and kind of fun.
I like
Especially
that.
for Warlock.
I like that a lot, but I know for a fact I'm not gonna remember.
Yeah.
That's the
Reasonable.
thing. That's the only thing.
Yeah. You have more than... How many spell slots do you have now? Do you get any more spell slots or just more spells?
No, just more spells. Which is so tragic.
Still exactly 2 spell slots.
I get 2.
But they're all level 2.
Also, with the added benefit of they get their spell slots back on short rest.
On short
instead
rest,
of long.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Plus you have Eldritch Blast.
I do have that and
I'll just-
Firebolt. Wait. No, it's 5th level, I get the 2 beams. No.
How about Linguist? Is Linguist okay?
Yeah. Sense to me.
Alright.
I also have a language thing.
Linguist is the feat that just gives you more languages, doesn't it?
More languages and another intelligence score, which will bring me to 18.
Bump you to +4.
Nice.
Nice.
I also am able to create written ciphers.
Nice.
Fun.
Others cannot decipher code unless they use them. They succeed on a intelligence score equal to my intelligence score plus my proficiency bonus. Can I just sort of canon say that me and Toshi already have one?
Yeah, absolutely. Of course you
Yeah.
can.
Yay. Thank you.
You now speak Common, Draconic, Dwarvish, Elvish, Halfling, Infernal, Primordial, and Undercommon.
Holy fuck.
I have to read all the... Well, I'm still debating. I've selected 3 of them, but I'm debating on whether I want to do, like, I don't know, deep
Those are all
speech.
groups of people that will come up if you explore further east in the continent. Or further
Yeah.
west in the continent.
Ooh, wait, do I want to do this or this? But Witchbolt's so fun.
Witchbolt is fun. I will say, from an action economy perspective, it's also a trap.
Yeah.
Because if you miss, it's just gone. And you're
Yeah.
locked into using that as your... Is it a full action?
It is cost and action, yeah.
Yeah. Then, like, for every turn after that, which can be pretty rough.
Mm-hmm.
But, it's true, but... It's an
also very
automatic
cool.
hit. It's an automatic hit for every other turn, for 6 turns after that if you hit, though.
I think concentration, though?
It
Yes,
is concentration.
That is if you get hit. Only if
Basically-
you get hit.
All the funny spells I can get are all concentration.
Yeah. There's some very good concentration spells.
There are.
Alright, do I get any spells? No, I just get... Oh, wait. I get another cantrip. Fuck. And another spell. Shit. Prestidigitation, Vicious Mockery... Blade... no, not Blade Ward.
All I did was take the alert feat.
Nice.
I also have that one. Very good.
Yeah.
Is your
Message.
initiative also just sky high now?
Yeah, it's +8, yeah.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
so is mine.
Message.
Yeah.
Minor illusion.
Cannot be surprised while you're conscious. Hell yeah.
Yeah. And then can't take critical hits from unseen.
Or you don't get advantage on rolls against you.
Oh, that's what it was, right?
Yeah.
When did I get it?
Look, when you wake up, there's still a little storm cloud above. It looks
I
like
was wondering.
it looks like it's grown a little bit again.
When I'm sleeping or like when I'm laying down, is it rotated so that I can look directly at it?
It's like it vertically above. So if you were laying on your back, it'd be like right above your nose by like a few feet.
So soon. So soon.
All right,
One
I'm
more.
gonna. I'm locking in on this one. I'm locking in.
Hell yeah.
Shit, I did pick a cantrip. Shit. Okay.
Everyone loves a level up.
Do I just get even more fire?
Nothing can go wrong.
I can make a bonfire. And I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do this one. I'm gonna go this one. Alright, I'm locked in. Because I can't do anything else. I don't get any more invocations.
God, do I do?
Level 5 is gonna be fucking OP as shit. Jesus.
I don't even know what I get level 5.
At level 5, I'll get an extra attack, stunning attack, and I'll be allowed to cast invisibility. Like,
Nice.
Monks are a little insane.
I didn't realize monks were so.
Monks are there's a contingent of the online 5e community that really does not like monks.
Yeah.
Which I think is unfair, because I think they're very cool, and the easiest way to take care of them is just point spellcasters at them.
Yeah, that is the one thing.
Yeah.
As long as they aren't using dexterity save things, you're good.
You just have to cause emotional damage, GMs. Come on.
Yeah, I gotta get them in other ways.
I feel like monks haven't been liked since like 3.5.
Yeah.
Really? That sucks.
Because they're always really powerful.
Yeah.
I feel like sleepers also kind of, or sleepers. I feel like players also kind of sleep on them though. Like
They do.
I
almost never consider monk as my first choice.
The power fantasy of 5e, the monk is very tangential to that. Very few people look at, oh wow, the fantastical world of Dungeons and Dragons. What do I want to be? A monk. But I think it's really fun to flavor monks in lots of different ways. Like, you're basically an acolyte more than you are like a monk specifically. One of my favorite interpretations that I've seen that I want to play very badly is a monk as a boxer, like as a street bot, like a kind of like scrappy fighter, as more of a kind of Bruce Lee figure, which I think is fun. There are lots of ways to flavor a monk, but I think that they're underserved in the fiction.
Yeah.
So may I what was I gonna say? Right. May I, I want to say I maybe wake up before Loka is awake. Can I make an Arcana check on? Can I try to examine his cloud and see what it is?
Sure.
You said Nature or Arcana?
Mm-hmm. Loki, you did just take the alert feat. So if you want to react...
It's only for when I'm conscious.
That's true. Disappointed.
If he's saying that he's gonna do it while I'm asleep, then...
That's fair.
You know what? Here's how I'll play this.
Up to you.
Stop touching my rain cloud.
Anything above a 10 and I'm awake. I'm rolling a d20. Alright, I am awake. I am going to let it happen, though, so I will know that it happened.
This dice is not friendly to me. 14.
14? 14's not bad. It's definitely magical. It is definitely a magical cloud. Not like in the... Well, fucking, of course it's magical. It's a tiny rain cloud following a little fish man around. But, like... you can tell that this is not natural. It doesn't appear to be an enchantment. If you had to guess, you'd say it's probably nature magic, but hard to tell for sure.
Would it be at all similar to the... Well, within 14, could I tell if it's at all similar to the storm cloud above the mountains, the eternal nimbus?
It feels similar, but it would be unlikely that the two are explicitly connected.
Okay.
So, yeah, you'd probably have to get a more technical roll to get some definitives on that, but, like, it's aesthetically similar, at least.
Sure is clouds.
Sure is cloud. Hassan will just go scritch, 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 close his book, and leave that for later, and then go along as if he had done and go along as if he didn't just, I don't know, stare at somebody for about a minute while they're sleeping. Or while he thinks they're sleeping.
Yeah, as Hassan walks away, Loka's eyes pop open.
Silly.
I will be right back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Loka, as you sit up, you feel like a single drop of water on the top of your head.
I'm gonna grab my trident, and I'm gonna just swish, 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 and try and make it go away.
So when your trident goes up and pokes the cloud, it, like, sends a jolt of electricity down the shaft of the trident.
What?
You're gonna take 1 point of lightning damage. Gives you a little shock.
Look at what happened.
It sucked me!
Aww.
Quite the little companion you found yourself.
It didn't shock you
How about
before.
this come up?
What?
It wasn't shocking you before.
No, it wasn't!
I would just avoid touching it with any metal if I were you. As long
Go ahead. Sorry.
as long as you don't touch with any metal, you should be fine. I'll study it if you would like me to.
Oh, what does Loka want to say in response to that? I think Loka's response to that is, excuse me.
It's not like I'd be able to stop you anyways.
Well, I suppose not. Continues doing what he was doing.
Loka is gonna, like, I just want to see something. If I separate my body from it, you know what I mean? Like, right now we're just kind of in open area. If I get close enough to the top of the caravan, does it loop under the caravan, or does it go over the top of the caravan?
So if you, like, squeeze yourself underneath the board, like between the wheels of the caravan, it goes over the caravan.
Like a cartoon, like it's like video game physics. It can't like squish it.
Hello? What?
The cloud.
Experiment.
Hassan will hold out a little glass jar to Loka. Loka, would you be a dear and try to say, scoop some of that up for me?
Scoop.
Notice? I don't know if you've noticed, but every time you touch it, it goes away or it zaps people. So
I mean, yes, but this is glass. Shouldn't be. Glass doesn't conduct, correct?
In the real world, yeah.
Oh, it conducts.
It's not like physics don't work differently to the extent. Like, yeah, you are correct in the assumption that glass does not conduct electricity.
Yeah. Okay.
This is also magical electricity.
This is glass. It shouldn't conduct electricity, and if it's not conducting from your flesh, then it should be fine. Don't worry about it.
okay, I'm not gonna worry about it whatsoever until this will go just fine.
And just
yes,
go ahead. And
You see that the cloud like grows a little bit.
Right, scratch.
He tries to. Wilco will go ahead and like just swing it above his head and try and capture it all in one go.
Give me like just dexterity to try and like
Sure.
scoop this thing into a bottle.
This is some Looney Tunes shit.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You get like a bit of it. Because the thing is like trying to get the glass jar to scoop into this little cloud without getting like your hand into the cloud. And you do manage to like shave off a little chunk of it in the jar. And it kind of like poofs. Do you have like a lid?
I don't know.
I
Hassan
assume-
gave it to me.
I'm assuming we just have a jar with a lid.
Sure.
If that's okay. Is that
Sure.
okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
An old jam jar.
Exactly. You like it was a previous. It was rations. It had like grain in it or something, and you like pop the lid on it and seal it and kind of like look at the jar, and you've got this kind of like mist inside of it, and it kind of like swirls around a little bit, and the jar kind of like shakes in your hands, and then it just like kind of disappears, and then you see just this little like poof, puff like kind of expand suddenly above you, where the mist kind of like reforms with the rest of the cloud.
Okay, that's not fair.
That's troublesome.
The jar lid is actually like really hard to get off now because there's a vacuum inside the jar.
Oh,
Weird.
no.
You can't trap it.
Well, I suppose that only leaves us with the hard way. Loco, would you like to join me and sit down and stand and stay perfectly still for 10 minutes?
Really?
Okay, then I suppose we will not find out what the cloud is then.
What do you plan on doing?
Oh, just some simple identifying spells should hopefully work.
Will I have to stay perfectly still?
Perfectly still.
Why couldn't you have done that while I was trying to sleep instead of standing over me so weird?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Deception check.
Okay, but I do.
Well, whatever gobbledygook you may be talking about, would you like me to identify it or not?
Talk about my father like that?
Oh my god.
Ooh, son of gobbledygook.
You son of gobbledygook.
His name is Gook. I don't know what to
Right,
tell you.
yeah. Sorry. Gobbledy was my father. Call me Ooh.
I wasn't aware. Apologies. Just sit down there. I'll get this over with as quickly as possible, okay?
Loco will comply, but I don't think he's going to be completely stationary. It's the problem.
That's fine.
Yeah.
You don't have to be like literally completely stationary.
Yeah. Hassan just starts, like, drawing little circles in the sand around Loka with a stick.
Ishmina, like, makes kind of like a rudimentary breakfast and hands you a little bowl while you just sit and wait.
And I'm going to, that's the ritual cast of,
Identify.
yes.
Okay, and you're basically just doing that on Loka, right?
Yeah.
So you learn any spells that are affecting them and what they are. The item, how many charges it has, attunement, whatever. It's 4 items, but I think it's completely reasonable to extend its use to people, for the most part.
If that's okay with
Yeah,
you.
absolutely. If you needed to learn about, like, things that were... This is going to tell you about, like, existing spells, enchantments. It would probably give you any curses. If it were something more like a magical disease or a magical poison or something like that, you'd probably need something stronger. But so you can tell immediately that Loka's under the effect of an enchantment, specifically based on something he is wearing. You can identify what it is, meaning that you know that it is a ring of refreshment, something like that. There is a
Keeps him wet, I'm guessing.
something like that. So you have that. You also like get that he is under the influence of some amount of nature and or storm magic. But it's not like any kind of specific spell or kind of... It's definitely not an enchantment, and it seems to be sourced by Loka himself. Meaning that whatever this, like, little storm cloud is coming, like, from Loka.
Loka. Well, Loka, I would like to offer you my congratulations. You have somehow manifested from your own will or magical being a storm cloud above your head, apparently. That is my diagnosis.
No, sir.
Say that again?
No, I don't think so.
No, I did the spell. That's where the storm cloud is coming from you. It's nature magic, most likely storm. It's sourced directly from you.
But that doesn't make any sense.
I mean, it makes about as much sense as the lightning storms you conjure up around yourself when you're fighting.
Oh.
Discord Reactive Images was down for a moment.
Oh, okay.
Oh, to go back up already?
Yeah. Like the whole server just went down.
I don't understand why I'm the only one left.
Oh, jeez.
You have to
did that thing again.
I'm special.
I feel like this happened last time. You were the only one who wasn't affected by it.
Apparently, I don't understand how. Genuinely, I have no idea.
Login keeps not working. I keep getting error 502, like it's like the server's just completely fucked.
Well, I guess we're just gonna be our Discord portraits for a little bit.
Oh no.
That's fine. At least it gives visual clarity to who's talking.
Yeah.
And then there's me.
And then there's you.
And then there's me.
Alright. So yeah, Hassan just says, well, I don't know what to tell you, Loka. It is coming from yourself. And that is what I know. It's not a curse. It's not an enchantment. It's just you.
I am the storm cloud above my own head.
In a way you are, yes.
I think. Go ahead.
Here, let me give this as an example. Loka, your parents were bottom feeders.
Well, I don't know if we should be calling people names now.
Yes, but does the storm cloud get bigger again and more annoying?
Loka, how do you respond?
He's just kind of slack-jawed right now.
How could you say that?
The storm cloud gets a little bit bigger.
Oh my god.
And the storm cloud gets bigger. You see, Loka, it reacts to you because you are angry now. By the way, I did not mean any of that. Your parents are surely lovely. I have not met Gobble before, but I'm sure they're wonderful and powerful.
Very beautiful. Very powerful.
It reacts to you, and that is it. By the way, I did not mean any of that. Please stop.
Why? Please stop. You should please stop. Talking about my father calling them bottom feeders. That's just mean.
I mean, I didn't mean it. I was just trying to illustrate a point that it's of how it's connected to you and how you influence the cloud, and I was just making a point.
How does Loka respond?
Oh, shit.
Sorry, I was just trying to see if dropping in and out of Discord would fix the reactive images, and it did not.
It didn't?
It did not, yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, I think they're having server-side issues.
Because I can log in now, but I can't see anyone's browser sources anymore, so I think it just might be fucked for the minute. Alright, anyway.
I think Loka is just gonna be like,
I guess I forgive you for now.
Well, thank you very much. I will take that as a victory.
I wouldn't if I were you.
Okay. So shopping. Did anybody want to look at the? Did anybody want to look at the goods? Perhaps. Yes, I'm gonna go do that. And Hassan awkwardly just starts walking off. Anybody can join me if they wish.
I suppose I'll make sure he doesn't get into any trouble.
Yeah, I would if I were you too. He's certainly walking around in shallow water.
Certainly. And they will sigh, take up their staff, kind of like rest it over their shoulder, and will walk on to join Hassan.
The local shops, much like the previous town, are primarily general stores. They've got supplies, stuff for travelers, stuff for passers through, and a selection of weird little desert alchemical goods. Few spellcasting components, some odds and ends here and there. Yeah, it's just a weird little thing. Like I said, variety of beetles, flowers, plant life, matter, some roots.
Roots. I think Hassan's going to inquire about just the supplies that, perhaps, I'm guessing they have medicinal applications?
Yep.
Healing stuff.
Yeah.
They definitely have the supplies to make healing potions, if you would like to. It's a little different. The recipe's a little funky, but they're more than willing to give you, basically a kit of ingredients to be able to make a healing potion if you want to.
How large is the city? How large is Nosgall?
Bigger than this one. It is like a full mining town. So they have, if not that so much as amenities, it's not a trade route town, but it is an oasis town, and it hosts a good number of miners and workers.
Hisan, I guess, will say, I guess, how many of these little potion kits can I get for the gold, for the 29 gold I have, if anything? Like, just the raw materials.
1 for 25.
Just one?
Because unsurprisingly, the ingredients required to purchase a healing potion are pretty expensive.
Yeah.
And you will also have to make it yourself.
Here, just a quick idea that I just thought of. Since these folks are like trying to defend themselves and stuff, the shit that we got off the bandits, this might be the place to pawn them, essentially.
That's a good idea. We got, you said, a couple bows, and what was it that Loka pulled off?
Loka took 13 copper. That's all that Loka grabbed.
I was forgetting about the weapons.
I think
2
you
daggers,
grabbed...
3 short bows, and a short sword.
There you
I
go.
took notes.
Hey, Son said, I see that you're, again, I know of the situation that you... So, Hassan's gonna try, I guess. I don't need to RP the stat, I guess. Hassan's good, in that case, how much is gonna try to barter to see if they can't, like Matt suggested, pawn some of those weapons off?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a persuasion check. It's a good idea. Like, they're definitely amenable to the concept.
Fuck. Dice are not being good to me today. 10.
10. Altogether, they're in, like, okay condition. They'll shave off, like, let's say 10 gold of the cost for all of them.
And what were those weapons we got again? Sorry, one more
2
time.
daggers, 3 short bows, and 1 short sword.
There's 3 short bows. That's Do you think we're gonna get a better chance to pawn these off? Does anybody actually want these weapons?
Not I.
I cannot use them.
Yeah, I'm good to go, so...
I have like 4 daggers in my inventory. I don't need any more. Genuinely, like, I have 4.
Funny.
Alright. That'll work. Yeah, so if we can get 10 gold shaved off of it, then that sounds good. So 15 gold for the health potion thing? In that case, right?
Yep.
Alright. Hey, Sam will buy that.
Right. We're down a handful of weapons and up ingredients to be able to make a potion of healing.
That is good and useful.
Do we have the kit for it?
I can make... How much...
I was just looking through the, like, technical rules for that. I think it's a brewing kit?
I thought it was an herbalism thing.
Herbalism kit?
Because that's what Dahlia had. It could be both.
Is that in Xanathar's? Herbalism kit. Variety of instruments. Proficiency with this kit lets you add your proficiency bonus to any. Also, proficiency with this kit is required to create antitoxins and potions of healing.
How much does it cost?
An herbalism kit? 5 gold. But I wouldn't require that of this. Like, this, like, collection that you have, like, negotiated to acquire is effectively going to function as a one-time use herbalism kit.
Okay.
So it's got all of the stuff, it's got the instructions. You're just going to have to make, like, an intelligence check to be able to do the crafting. And it won't ruin the ingredients. It'll just like determine the quality of the potion and also like whether or not you need to make it in a pinch or not.
I could also. Well, I was gonna say I could just performance of creation it into existence, but that's okay.
Doesn't that have a monetary limit?
60 gold is.
Potions
So-
are worth 50 gold. That's a interesting question.
Yeah, but no. I was gonna say I think we said.
Did we say
80
no
gold.
consumables?
Yeah, no consumables. We said
Gotcha.
something
Okay.
like that. I was gonna say the materials to the brewing stuff.
Like your
and whatnot.
mortar and pestle and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I re-uploaded my thing to Discord Reactive Image. That seems to have fixed it.
Yep.
Okay. One moment.
Excellent. But yeah, you acquire that. And you're down 15 gold.
15 gold. Yeah. I do suppose this will work lovely then. Is there anything you need? Is there anything you would like to get through?
Is there anything else that they're selling? Like anything even slightly out of the ordinary?
So it's weird little desert herbs. So there's a lot going on around here. Any one of these ingredients could be particularly it's exotic ingredients. Is there anything in particular you're looking for?
Not
No.
really. Although I like the idea that they just have like a little succulent that I definitely want to get.
Yeah, there are lots of cute little plants.
I want to get a tiny little succulent
Excellent.
for the cart.
For things that are also very curious. It's like weirdly expensive. It's like a full gold for the little plant. And
That's
as
curious.
you are purchasing it, the person at the booth is informing you about how to extract its sap, which is highly poisonous.
Oh, fabulous. Okay. Yeah,
it would take a long time to generate enough to like coat a blade or anything, but it produces like a drop a day if you want to extract it.
It could come in handy. Why not? I pay 1 gold.
You have a little poisonous succulent now.
I have a poisonous succulent. I'm going to put that in my inventory.
Excellent.
Time to make a homebrew poison succulent.
I should probably add items to my chest. Okay, so
I would like everyone to subtract a ration. The new day.
Rations. Oop.
And yeah, it is now firmly morning.
Cost override. Alright, sorry. Alright. Is there anything else we want to do here before we move on and head up to and try tracking the patch? I think that's what we were doing, right?
Well, yeah, when you get back from your shopping, Pashmina waves you over and is like holding up the map. So, I don't know what you thought about what you heard yesterday, but it seems to me like there's some connection between the mercenaries and the patch and the mines.
Are you suggesting I had assumed that they had simply gone off to confront perhaps one of the patch gangs and were defeated. That's what I had assumed. But I suppose what is your theory?
I mean, I can't know, but Why would they take everything with them? What if the patch was offering a better deal? What if they all knew something and decided to, help each other? Air quotes.
That is possible, but that would be treason against Althra. And it would have to be a very, very lucrative deal for them to risk such punishments from a noble house.
Yeah, well, if you're following the coin, what does it matter?
I suppose it wouldn't.
I could be wrong, and you could be right. I just want to be ready for every possibility,
Yes.
I have a feeling that the band that we encountered on the way up is not the last of them.
And I suppose we should just be ready for that, so we should just be ready in the case that we are attacked and be more vigilant in that case.
Well, we definitely need to pursue it, right? I mean...
Yes. I believe that I do agree that it would be. Heisan hesitates for a moment. We are perhaps walking into something that is beyond our capabilities, but at the same time, I find the benefits would outweigh the risks. It's also the right thing to do, I suppose.
And I mean, it's wishful thinking, but maybe it doesn't have to be, a violent thing. Just kind of looks at the rest of the group.
Is this conversation being had with all of us present? I kind of thought it was just y'all two.
Oh, no. Peshmina had intended to have everyone around, at least. It's not private.
I would hope so too, but I sincerely doubt that mercenaries paid to fight would make such an outcome possible. It's...
And do you remember? Those two that came in from the side that just kind of said, "Oh no, this is not for us," and then they left?
Yeah.
That could have been them, I don't know.
The mercenaries?
Yeah.
Either way, Ashmina, you're good at talking to people. If most of the people suckered into his deal, into the patch's machinations, are like the two we woke up that you so graciously spared, then perhaps it's possible that we can convince some to go on their way. I see that as a possibility, and I can think of a way, perhaps, to at least send some out of our way without the need for violence. But I hope you understand that it will be difficult.
Peshmina just kind of sighs. Well, are we ready?
I have an idea.
Yes?
I'm gonna regret this, but Heisan, come come with me.
Okay. Okay, Loka. I'll be right back, I suppose. He's up.
Loka is going to find Kirsch first.
He's around. Back to work.
Oh God.
Yeah, love it.
It's mostly just that like I hate the like greeting parts of of conversations in D&D for whatever reason.
I just get to it. I got stuff to do.
Yeah, me too, right? Like, damn.
Hey, Chris.
Yeah.
I have a question for you.
I've got an answer for you.
Do you know the names of those mercenaries that were here?
Maybe one of them? Jules? Captain Jules?
Captain Jules.
I thought it was ironic.
Well, do you know what they look like?
Kind of like human, like
Gross.
just over 6 feet.
Also gross.
Long, kind of dark hair. Plate mail all the time. Very ripped back muscles.
Shredded.
If he was wearing plate armor, how did you see the back muscles?
Oh, you can see him through the. It's incredible.
That's some really shitty plate armor, anyways.
What
How
a
many-
woman.
How many were there?
Whole troop was half a dozen.
There's 6 people. Captain Jules. Are you writing this down, Hassan?
Yeah, yes. Daison is squishing it all down.
Okay. Well, I think... Is there, like, any, aside from rippling back muscles, is there anything else that kind of...
They were all bearing the, sigil of House Bentai.
Do you know what that looks like, Hassan?
Can I do a history check real quick?
You can just know.
Okay.
It's not too bad.
Okay.
It's
Sure.
like a pick over a jewel as a crest.
Ah, they're also fans of Minecraft.
Diamonds. Got them diamond armors.
That's why she's wearing diamond armor.
You
That's why
can
it
see
looks
right
like
through it.
God damn it.
That's very funny.
All right.
Okay, I won't take up any more of your time. I think that was very helpful. Thank you.
Sure thing.
And then Loka's gonna lead back to the group.
Well, we do have. Well, apparently I was just a scribe, but that's perfectly fine. We do have a description of. We do have a description of the captain of the leader of the leader of the mercenaries. Captain Jules, 6 feet tall, dark hair, apparently, quote unquote, ripped back muscles. Not my words.
Not mine either.
Sigil of House Bentai. Plate armor. I suppose we can just keep an eye out for them then.
We have the flyer with the reward amount for turning in the patch, right?
Ooh, did somebody give that to us?
Yeah, y'all have them.
No, we have that. We have that one.
We have
Because that's the same one that had the
the patch.
Scarab.
the scarab on it.
Patch,
yeah.
Scarab, and a Prince Erasmus.
Mm.
Yeah, it was the three of them on that.
100 gold alive seems... I mean, it is a lot, but also, like... I don't know if that's enough to... If he's got people with him to, like, bribe them to stop being with him. Maybe.
Well, if that's something that we're trying to do, does anybody have, like, rope or...
Yeah, we have rope.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Anyone who's
I
got
also
an
got a
adventurer's
whole
pack
ass
has rope.
spell for hold person.
I could also. I mean, Cole, you said we were going by the, like, you choose the spell when you cast it, correct?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Oh, awesome.
I picked hold person. So I got that.
I have so
I
much
also
rope
still
beside
have
me.
my one spell where I can talk to an entire group and try and change their minds.
It's true.
Ah.
Warlock stuff.
Man. Okay.
You all are also, like... There's a lot of information you don't have yet.
Yeah.
I'll additionally... So, as it seems like sounds like we're heading toward travel plans, too. We should probably take a quick 15, but before that, I'm going to give you some information to think about.
Okay.
Kurst has recommended either fast travel or stealthy travel on the way up to Nosgall.
Yeah.
The next stop that you all know of is Nosgall. It is not on the main trade route road anymore. This is getting into Mountainous Road, where the Phasia and the Natskog are starting to kind of, like, blend together a little bit more. It's still certainly desert, but the climate's a little different, and it's a little bit of a different environment. Roads are long and winding. It's a mountain road. So recommended to be careful or not. If you want to try and seek out Patch's hideout, like, right away, that's, as far as you know, somewhere halfway between Nazgul and the Quickland, and you don't have a place to stay along that route currently. And staying out in the wilderness of an area that is known to have lots of bandits around is a choice. A choice that you are completely allowed to make if you're prepared to do so. You have a lot of tools to deal with that. You have a barbarian, and also, like, alarm. Two of you have alert, right? So, like, there's that is. I would
have the spell alarm.
Definitely wouldn't shut that down as a course of action if you chose to take it. I just want you to know what's going on, and also you are very close to being near Nazgul and Zerga, who is your primary destination.
Our true quarry.
That's a good question, and we should
So yeah, I think it's probably a good time to take a quick 15.
Yep, sounds good.
Go to the bathroom, get some snacks, think about what you want to do, and then we can come back as we are heading out into the north.
Cool.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna get some breakfast.
All right, see you soon.
Okay. I return. But everyone else is gone. Oh no.
Oh, sorry.
Uh-oh.
Alright, I am back.
Welcome back.
Ah.
So how are we thinking about bandit nonsense?
I almost want to pursue it. It's not a lot of money, but it is a whole necromancer just kind of like left to their devices.
Also, there feels like there would be something to gain by getting their ring. If it's physical, it's physically similar to the description that we got of Feihu's bracelet. So perhaps if we can get an idea of what that ring is, we might have a comparison for Feihu's bracelet when we obtain that, perhaps.
So yeah, I'm thinking about doing that just because it sounds like something we might want to do.
Hi.
I don't want to leave them to their devices.
Zoran doesn't?
Zoran does not.
Okay, awesome.
I hear there is plotting and scheming going on. Excellent, excellent.
At least that's for Zoran. They do not want to leave this person be. They would much rather turn them in. Not even so much for the reward, but just because they're already seemingly dangerous. And could be worse, especially with how rampant the bandit problems are in the Feiche already.
I can see. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea to me.
But of course, majority rules. So, I don't know how that did that. I put my twist on cap back onto my soda, and I put it down, and it just popped off. Immediately. Okay. Cool.
Matt and Eli, can you try logging back into Discord reactive images?
Yeah, I just have.
You'll have to,
I'll find the link.
I know you posted it recently.
Here's another one. Nice.
Hannah, what did you say I'll have to do?
You have to re-upload at least one of the images, and then the other will also update.
Okay.
Oh god, I have to log back into Discord? Fuck if I know.
That's what I'm saying.
Hope it's this one. Ooh. Oh, there we go.
Ah, the bird is back.
Mm-hmm.
I have a question.
I have an answer.
So, I'm thinking about trading out Hold Person for Shadow Blade.
Okay.
Just so I have, like, a melee thing just in case. Because it's also a bonus action, right?
Shadow Blade?
Cool. It is a casting time bonus action. The only thing is, this counts as a simple melee weapon with which you are proficient. What stats would it get? Would it get strength or dexterity?
Let me check the...
I believe Shadowblade just uses your spellcasting.
So
mod.
yeah, sometimes they use your spell mod. Those 2d8 psychic on hit has finesse, light, and thrown.
Oh, so it just
If
might
you
not be.
roll to attack in dim lightness or darkness, your attack roll has advantage. Counts as a simple melee weapon with which you are proficient.
Okay.
So
So
no
I
spell
guess
bonus.
it doesn't have a modifier to use?
Well, it has finesse. It says finesse, so it says it explicitly says it's a finesse weapon, which means you get to choose strength or dex.
Okay.
So you wield it as a dex weapon plus your proficiency modifier, which should be 2 at 4th level.
Because I'm wondering if I do that instead.
Of hold person?
Yeah.
Up to you.
It's just... I don't think I'm going to be using this at all. That's why I'm like...
Yeah, I think it like...
Hold person is very particular. It's good for what we want to use it now for, potentially. But down the road...
Well, so... I was just going to check, because I think warlocks, in addition to gaining new spells, whenever you gain a level, you get to switch out a spell, I believe.
Ooh.
Spells known at 1st level and higher. 1st level, you know spells. Goes when you learn more spells. Must be a level or below. Yeah, whenever you gain a level in this class, you can choose one of the warlock spells you know and replace it with another spell from the warlock spell list, which also must be of a level for which you have spell slots. So... if you want to, you can switch out a warlock spell you don't like for one you do like next time you level up. Rules as written. I would not mind having there be other ways that you can swap out your spells if it turns out that you just don't like the spells you've taken very much. Hey. Not that. Hey.
Yeah, he's being naughty.
No Boruto biscuits for you.
Oh well, if you get Shadow Blade, yeah, you could just during each when you hit with an attack roll, you could just get +2 damage with that Shadow Blade anyway. Treaty's Wrath is good.
Yeah. So, up to you. You'll have to decide right now if you don't want to. Alright, so, you all have a little bit to chat about how you would like to proceed.
So we know. So we have no. So we have. We currently have no inkling on where the bandit base is. Correct.
Correct. You have a hint on how to find it, and you know the general area. You would not simply be able to go there.
What was the hint on how to find it?
Follow the patch, the symbol that marks the territory.
The symbol, yeah.
Okay. I think that's enough that we can start looking for the base. If everybody else is interested in doing that.
Yeah, because it's like, we could just go and do the thing that we were told to do, but, like, I don't know what the fuck's up with the patch. I want to know why he has that thing that's so similar to the thing that we're supposed to be getting.
I will also say this is not, like, video game RPG, where if you advance the main quest, you will no longer be able to go back and do other things.
Yeah, but it's already. But then we'll have to go back.
Go away.
You will have to go back, but it's a half a day's travel out. And if you spend particularly long time searching, you may not be able to get to town. The area you know to search for is in an inconvenient location. You know it's near the mines, broadly speaking, because as it was described, both where the mines are and where Patch's hideout is, those sound like a similar location.
They do.
I think we should start looking. I want to start looking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure thing.
And are we moving stealthily or very quickly, y'all think? Stealthily, probably?
If you go quickly, you can make it in... So quick is double speed. So you could make it to that area in like a quarter of a day if you go fast. If you go stealthily, it'll take longer. You probably won't get there until evening.
Hmm.
I have dark vision. This is fine.
True. We will also.
Sauron doesn't sleep.
I think we
Tea.
can. Going stealthily, would that help us maybe? Would that help us with spotting, perhaps? Or would it be no mechanical difference?
Stealth?
Yeah.
So it means you get to roll plus stealth for the caravan, so it will be harder to spot you. It will make, like, searching easier, broadly speaking, but, I mean, you won't be able to search the area until you get to the area.
Yeah. I think moving stealthily sounds good. What does everybody else think, though?
I definitely just don't want to get spotted by.
Pardon me.
I don't want them to expect us. I don't want anyone to expect us.
You are venturing into their territory, so it is completely reasonable that they might have, like, lookouts and stuff.
Yeah, that's kind of my. I'm in agreement that stealth is probably the best option. Or at least the option we want to go with.
Yeah, stealthy sounds good then.
All right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I guess I don't
think
really
so.
have a preference.
Agree.
I was thinking fast, but I think the arguments for stealth are pretty
Both
solid,
are
so.
good. It's if we want to quote unquote locate these people, going fast is going to be the way because we are not being stealthy. They will find us. The only thing is that could just throw us right into another bit of combat. Is the
It's-
only thing.
It's always better if we do it on our terms, though, is the
Mhm.
thing.
Then
Yeah,
yeah, stealth is just fine with me.
yeah. I also really want to ambush the patch and say the line that they said to us,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Oh,
have
yeah.
them say same question back to me.
Mm-hmm. That's fair. Sure, by all means then.
All right. Who would like to roll plus stealth for the caravan?
I have a
The cart.
3 in stealth.
Also, I'm going to need a... because this is going to be the first time Millie does anything fancy. So I'm going to need a DC 15 animal handling check from whoever is handling Millie today.
I have a +4 in stealth and a +2 in animal handling.
Alright.
I have no animal handling still.
Animal handling is +3. Could I use a bardic inspiration to try and increase those odds?
Absolutely.
All right. What's everybody's? What is Loka's animal handling? +2. But Loka also has very very good perception though. Oh no, well they have good perception. All right. I think I can try rolling the animal handling here if everybody's okay with that.
Please, by all means.
Alright. Let's very quickly though roll a d8. Oh wait, no, is that a d8? Is that still a d6 now? Is it no, it's still a d6. Fuck.
Maybe it helps.
Give me something good. 5. Okay, that's good. Alright, big dice. Okay, I didn't even have to worry about that. That's gonna be a 25.
25 is more than
no,
15.
Oh wait, no, 26.
26 is more than 15, yeah. You are super in tune with Millie today.
That's good.
Hit or miss with you and Millie, honestly.
Yes.
Only extremes. But yeah, you are able to direct her to much more carefully bring the cart to where you want it to go and take it maybe a little bit off the beaten path, taking advantage of cover, riding it close to the cliffside. So whoever rolls stealth will have advantage.
Yeah.
Go for it.
If you want to, please.
Okay.
Shmina, I think that's you.
So I tried. Okay. Well. Okay, maybe we're not using D&D Beyond today because holy fuck. No, stop.
Is D&D Beyond being blah?
I'm just stopping it. I'm just gonna use a different dice roller.
Google Dice Roller is good.
Yeah. And I get advantage.
You do.
So, okay. That was hard to read for some reason. A 13.
Noted.
Not the best. Those were not very good rolls.
Shit. Okay. Excellent.
Did that even go through?
So yeah, you continue down the path fairly stealthily. You are driving down the road. You're keeping your eyes peeled. After about a little over half a day, it's starting to get into the early afternoon. I would like perception checks for keeping in lookout during the travel time.
I'm fine with that.
Perception checks.
16.
15, 12.
Oof. 11.
11?
Yeah.
8.
8.
That's not good.
So 16. So you are keep an eye out on the road. You're getting closer to the location you get to. You're getting closer to the location you get to. What an excellent description. You close in on your marked destination. You note that the roads start to get a lot more mountainous. There's a lot more not like abandoned tools. There's a lot more evidence of mining in these mountains. So you start to see piles of rubble, piles of gravel, especially the offcasts of different types of mining along the road here from mining caravans coming in and out of this area. Additionally, with a 16, you keep an eye out for odd individuals, any kind of weird goings-on, and you don't spot anything out of the ordinary. But you're also like fairly confident in your own stealthy abilities, and that like you've been being very careful all the way here. Now that you're in the significantly more mountainous mining area, the road to Nosgall continues north, and now beyond the main road, the paths start to splinter off into lots of other tendrils of road into different respective mines. A lot of the ones that you are passing now look completely inactive. You don't see any given individual miners. You don't see active workers. You don't see caravans. It looks like these mining tunnels have been used up, and then abandoned.
And no patch symbols?
I would like investigation checks if you would like to look for patch symbols.
I would love to do
Yes.
that.
I roll. I don't roll.
I rolled
Don't worry
13.
about that.
13?
13.
Man, fuck this dice roller too. I rolled a 6.
6?
I also rolled a 6.
6?
Fuck all of these dice rollers. I'm start rolling physical dice again.
I have a lot if you want to borrow some.
I've got plenty. I just hate digging them out. Why is this shit so bad?
Luca, did you roll an investigation?
I did, I got 12.
12. So highest is 12 and 13?
Yeah.
First hour or so of searching, and it's just a lot of empty mines. You don't see any symbols in particular. You do end up investigating some cave entrances, end up looking around some individual, maybe go down shafts, not very far, just a ways to investigate. And you kind of conclude that, these are certainly an ideal location for a hideout. It would make sense that someone would want to hide in these because they are security through obfuscation. The only way to know where someone is probably if someone told you, or you were looking out for some kind of marked symbol. But unfortunately, it eludes you currently. You can keep searching if you would like to. I'm gonna go ahead and say that let's do the fun taking an hour rule. So if you take another hour to keep investigating, you'll find it, or eventually, or you'll at least find something. As it gets kind of later into the afternoon, evening.
I'd like to.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Awesome.
Taking an hour instead of rolling, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
And I would like another round of perception and stealth checks.
Stealth from all of us?
Stealth from Pejmina again.
Restarting my browser, you caught me at just the wrong moment.
I can roll stealth, or if you want me to.
Just
I also
for
have
the
time behind
caravan.
stealth.
Actually, let's do stealth forever, because at this point you're out of the carts and investigating individually, right?
Okay.
Alright.
Oh my god!
Well, I got a 22 for the
This die
perception.
is
Excellent.
cursed.
Jesus Christ.
That's what listen to text.
5 for the stealth.
5 for stealth.
I also rolled like garbage.
My god, this is
Another 16.
16?
Averages, hopefully.
Alright.
It averages out. Something.
Alright, I typed mine into text for voice.
Alright.
Just because there's multiple.
And it was, was it a 19 on a die?
It was a 22 perception, right?
Yeah, 22.
Oof.
I rolled really, really poorly. I want my dice back.
Zaran is sleepy.
I literally cannot get sleepy.
Zoran is sleepy.
But Zeron went to sleep. They're tired, their back is sore.
My face when Zoran's sleepy.
The sleepy cat face.
Mm.
Please
Jumping onto my desk, bolt.
God, is my roll just cursed? No, because immediately after is a nat 20. What the fuck? Okay.
Hey, stop.
That's so troll.
Okay. Jeez, it's finally working again. It was hardware acceleration.
I'll do it.
Perception was 10. Oh my god. Oh, okay. But stealth was 21.
Stealth is 21. That'll definitely help. Let me quick average some of these together. Hey.
You don't need to put Zaran in there. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's okay. Zeron can wait outside. They're fine with that.
5, 2, 4, 24, 61, 24, 65, 65 out of 80.
Have hardware acceleration on to make the dice work. That sucks.
Bolt, stop. Bolt's being a nuisance. Alright. So we've got... Stealth's not great. Perception's good. Roll. I already made one roll. I need to make the other roll.
Perception's great. Looks at my perception.
Okay. So, enacting this search has definitely You've parked your cart in probably a fairly inconspicuous location, but now that you're all spread out and doing a little bit more searching around these mine entrances, you're still in the same general location, but you're a little bit more spread out generally, if that is agreeable to everyone. You are making a little bit more noise. You're kind of moving forward. Pashmina and Hassan, at around the same time, both of you spot a lookout.
Wait. Pashmina and me and Pashmina, or me and Loka?
You and Pashmina. Oh, wait, sorry.
Yeah, no, I think you got that.
Just Hassan. Just Hassan notices there is a lookout fairly up high. Looks like on one of the second layers of one of the mining complexes. That doesn't appear to have spotted you yet, but with the kind of noise being made by some members of your group, there is a chance that they will at any moment.
How far away are they?
Let's say 40 feet. 40. They're up a layer. So probably like 15 feet above you, and then maybe, 40, 50 feet away.
Hey, son. If this is my one action before they spot me, then I have to kind of go sleep. I have to cast sleep on them. I
Go
think
for
that's
it.
I hope they don't die. 1 second. Dang it, Nikosha, why don't you have a dice roller? Why do I have to go to Google for it?
Am I the only one here that rolls fucking physical dice? What's happening?
I also roll physical.
I didn't get my physicals on time.
I don't have enough dice to do high dice amounts.
I'm actually gonna go get my physical dice because I don't like this dice roller anymore. I'm mad at it.
Yeah,
So I'll be right back.
Dice break.
I'm getting ready to go back to my physical dice. I just don't have a lot of desk space. It's
Yeah.
super-
That's not good. 15?
15? 15 will put them out.
Oh,
Whoa.
So, they turn, and you see a flash of recognition in their eyes in the twilight setting sun, and then they just fall asleep.
Rope. Hey, someone looked at Pashmina. Rope now.
am I going up there to tie him, or do you just want the rope from me?
I'd like the rope from you so I can fly up and tie him.
Pashmina gives you the rope.
Hey, Sam will fly up and tie him up.
Yeah.
In hopefully a minute.
You do so, and as you fly up there and are tying knots around him, you see carved into the cave entrance next to him the patch symbol.
Hey, Sam will just wave everybody up, trying not to say too much.
Delta 5. Hey guys! It's on!
Roll for loudest. Roll loudness.
How high up are you?
15 feet, a story.
Okay.
There is paths carved into the stone face to help you get up there, but they're rather indirect. Because you have to carry big heavy rocks up and down mines, so all verticality exists in long, low grade inclines.
Dice obtained.
Nice.
Go back.
I actually found the dice that I was using. They were just hiding from me.
Ah, funny.
So, what'd I miss?
We found a patch symbol. Or Hasan found one.
Nice!
How are we gonna get up 15 feet?
There's
Those of
inclines.
us-
Up the path.
Oh,
Up the path. It's just very indirect. If you were to run up the path, it would be like 100 feet of movement.
Okay.
for hiking. I'm
Yeah.
hiking, at least.
Ooh, we moving.
Well, I'm guessing he's woken up by the time.
Stop.
Who's
he
woken
has-
up?
Because sleep only lasts a minute.
Hassan spotted a lookout, and the lookout spotted Hassan, and Hassan put the lookout to sleep
Ooh. Okay.
before anything could happen.
Thank you.
It's a minute or 10 minutes.
1 minute.
1 minute. Then, yeah, you get them tied up by the time they are awake. Are you attempting to stifle their voice in any meaningful way?
Yes, definitely. Do I even have anything to do that though?
Your hand? I don't know.
I'm stuffing a scrap of cloth, a scrap of cloth in
Yeah,
there.
you can makeshift something.
Yeah. I'm stuffing their mouth with something.
You succeed. You don't have to roll for that. You have one restrained bandit. Bandit lookout.
God.
And you see, like, kind of now that you're closer to the tunnel, you see another symbol carved into another rock a little bit deeper down the tunnel. But further than maybe 30 feet, it gets very dark very quickly.
I can see for 60 feet.
You can see for 60 feet.
Nice. I sure can't.
Stop.
Hey, Son will say, do we want to talk to this gentleman first? Do you think?
He might know. Well, he might.
I don't even think Loka is going to have a second thought. He's just going to walk up to him. I do want to know what they look like, though, before I engage.
Yeah. Human lookout, man, like, late 20s, super scruffy, very kind of, like, shoddy outfit.
No inside.
Hmm?
No Binsai mark?
No.
Okay.
Bin tie.
Oh, Bintai, sorry.
But, yeah. No. Just, like, peasant clothes.
Just a dude.
Just a lad.
Got
Yes,
a
Loka-
couple knives and a short bow.
No, we're taking those for sure, right? Like, you don't get those anymore.
Yeah. Loka's going to walk up to them and just be like,
Hello. We're not gonna kill you, but you are gonna be done being a bandit after this, I think. No, shut up, I'm not done talking yet. Hang on. I'm getting there. I'm laying down the groundwork for the conversation that you and I are about to have, okay? I'm gonna take that as a yes. So, you're gonna tell us what's going on in here. We're gonna help you. And then you're gonna leave. And no harm will come to you. As long as you're not a bandit after this. Can't promise anything after that. But, does that sound good? Shake head yes if yes.
He, like, slowly nods. I don't need an insight check.
Alright. Loka is going to grab the cloth in their mouth and be like,
You better not name is all I'm saying. I'm gonna get very upset. And this trident has been used very well before, so.
and yoinks it out.
Give me intimidation.
Ooh. I don't think I'm good at that. No, I'm not.
I am.
I was gonna say either insight or intimidation. I'd recommend insight before yanking the cloth.
Oh. Well, I'll just use this roll. A 13 on insight.
13 on insight. He's absolutely gonna scream as soon as you take the cloth out of his mouth.
God damn it.
Oh. So.
Do it.
So we have to roll intimidation then we have to roll intimidation after that, you say?
Yeah.
Am I the
Sorry.
one with the highest intimidation?
Mine's only +1, so.
I have
probably.
a +4.
Hot shit.
I have a 1 second.
I also have a +4, but yes, you may do that. You are
What?
more threatening than Little Bird.
Am I?
Yeah, I only rolled an 11 on intimidation, so.
I guess if we're going intimidation, I guess. I'm gonna go a little showy about it.
Sure.
And I'm gonna just kind of have a flame just kind of like appear in their hand. They're gonna do a sacred flame in their hand, and they're gonna cast it immediately to this lookout's side and have it kind of like blast off against like the rock next to them.
Okay.
And then immediately in the other hand, you understand what predicament you are in. If you even try, you know what will happen.
Go ahead and roll intimidation with advantage.
That one's good. That one's also good. 19.
19's good enough. Yeah, he's not gonna yell. His eyes are firmly fixed on the fire in your hands.
Mm-hmm. And they will keep it lit for the duration of whatever conversation's about to happen.
Absolutely. Like, fucking fine. I'm not gonna... But I can't tell you shit, or they're gonna kill the shit out of me.
Well, that's what we're trying to prevent.
I mean, odds are we're gonna walk in there. They're gonna be like, oh, they're attacking us. Fight. And we're gonna probably murder like 4 of them, or however many are in there. And then you don't have to worry about it. Also, if Patch is in there, what's Patch gonna do? He's coming with us one way or another. So, win-win, I think, on your part.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense, but like... Okay, fine. It's just... They're in the quarry at the end of the tunnel.
Who?
Patch and his fucking gang.
How many?
Give me one sec, I gotta take care of Bolt. Sorry.
What's he doing?
He's trying to eat plastic.
Oh,
Yep,
don't-
sounds about right.
Nice.
Sounds like a cat.
We've got him on an automatic feeder, but he's adjusting to the new feed time, so he's...
I feel that. God.
Now, I don't know who bought this, but you better not be taking care of them before you're done talking to me.
God.
Alright, I'm back, I'm sorry.
You're good.
Bolt and his gang! Patch.
There's another one?
Patch and his fucking gang.
Are they the Bin-Tai mercenaries?
Ooh, what?
The Bin-Tai mercenaries.
No. It's like a bunch of... I don't know, like... weird... random, I don't know, like thugs and there's skeletons.
Oh, we're acquainted with those.
Where are you from, boy?
Around everywhere and nowhere.
What kind of stupid answer is that?
I'm fucking... I've been in Nosgall for a while, I did the mining thing for a little bit. I lived in fucking... Central, but kind of bounce around between the Oasis towns.
So last question, well, maybe not last question. Last question I have for you. How do we get to jump on them?
I mean, I'm not a... shoot them from really far away? I don't know. Got a bunch of guys.
Well, is there like a place over top that we can be, or is it just kind of open space?
It's a quarry, so it's like it goes down, and you can like stand around the sides of it. But there's like lookouts and shit.
Has the patch told you of how the last ambush went? Yet.
No. I just stand out here and I look for people. Yeah.
Okay. Okay then. Perhaps we can if we know that perhaps if the enemies know if the gang knows that during the last ambush he ran off and left them all to die, perhaps we can use that to our advantage.
You would want to turn his own people against him.
That sounds awful.
Yeah, it was. And there were also some... In that case, we move forward then?
Here, do we need to take care of... Like, do we...
He's continuing to be a nuisance, but I think it's fine.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else that we might want to ask him.
I have nothing.
The cave, you go through the cave and it ends out in the, like, to the entrance of the quarry, like in the bottom of the quarry. If you want to try getting to the top of the quarry, you can go around, but I don't know, like, a route to there.
Well,
just hiking through the mountainside.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll find one.
But then you'd be at the top instead of, like, at the bottom where all the skeletons are.
Skeletons. I'm sure our friend is going to make use of those somehow. Alright, in that case, anything more? Anything more from anybody else?
You said there are lookouts. Can you tell us, like, roughly where they would be?
4 or 5 of them. Basically wherever there's, like, stone. Like, there's cover. They've got one.
Are there... And... Have you seen anything... Have you seen anybody from... Have you seen any mercenaries, perhaps? They would be wearing plate armor.
No.
Right, well, that answers that.
Alright.
What are we gonna do with this guy?
I don't know, untie him, let him go.
I mean, if he attempts to do anything, we already knows what will happen.
Probably watch him leave so that he doesn't steal our fucking cart.
Zoran will escort them out. They would be very happy to escort this boy out.
Define out.
Kind of from the way we came in.
So, like, down the path toward the main roads.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, he'll walk with you. He looks kind of nervous.
And once they get to a certain point, Zoran is going to stop, pull out 4 gold, and put it into the boy's hands. Start an honest life somewhere.
Looks at the money and looks at you. It's just like, yes. All right, and then he just like walks off down the road, heading north.
Mm-hmm.
Gods watch over you. And Zoran will turn back and re-enter the caves.
It's immediately obvious that he's attempting to sneak to somewhere where he can get back at the cart.
Get back what?
To the cart. Like
To our
he's
cart?
walking off in such a way, like he didn't roll very well on his stealth check. Like he walks down the road heading north and then like ducks behind some rocks and like peeks over the rocks back at like Millie and the cart.
I see.
Punishment. What is the punishment? Being a cheeky shit.
So, okay. Can I theoretically use this cantrip but do the minimum amount of damage?
Non-lethal damage.
Non-lethal psychic damage. To do just one. Just one damage.
He has less than 15 health, but hopefully you will. He probably has enough
Does
health.
he have 1 HP?
He has 1 hit point.
Oh, he only has the one?
He only has the 1. He's a minion.
Oh. Because I was gonna say, I kind of want to do... I want to do Mind Sliver, so it's just like the poke at the back of his head, basically.
I'll allow it. That seems reasonable.
Just to be like, I'm watching.
Yeah, absolutely. Do that.
So I just want to do that, so it's just kind of like just kind of like dulls their vision for a bit, because psychic.
Mm-hmm.
And then if they look over, Zoran's just standing there with their arms crossed, staring directly at them.
His face goes, like, pale for a sec, and then he just sprints off down the road in the opposite direction.
God.
Oh, get...
I mean, at least he won't be Millie food.
Alright.
Zoran sighs and finally rejoins the
So,
group.
you've got a path toward... Oh, rejoin the group, sorry. You've got a path to Patch's hideout. If you want to try and start at the top of the quarry instead of in the middle of the quarry, that will... you're going to need to do some nature checks and probably some perception checks to not run into any other lookouts.
Yeah, fair.
I can do some nature checks. I'm good at nature checks.
I'd say I'm good at perception, but my last perception roll was Garbo.
Right.
But I'm also rolling actual dice this
I'm
time.
going to say usual stuff, so 2 on either nature or survival. To navigate the mountain and the mines, and then 2 on perception, or 1 with advantage on either or.
I'm garbage at nature and survival.
I can do nature or survival or perception. Up
I
to
have a
y'all.
+4 to survival.
I will stick to perception then.
Alright. Let me look at everybody's stats real quick to see what our best situation is. Because I do have a +6. I bet because
I'd say pick rather than like trying to aggro everyone's stats.
I'm doing perception.
Okay. I'll be doing nature.
I'll do survival.
I guess I'll also do perception then.
Right?
Cool.
I just want to avoid every check becoming looking at everyone's stat sheets and picking the highest numbers.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
I will not be doing perception.
You're not doing perception?
Not with what I rolled.
Okay, then I'm rolling. I actually did okay.
16 + 4, 20.
Pretty good.
11 + 6 for 17.
Good.
18 perception.
Awesome.
Nat 1.
Nat 1.
Uh,
Loka, it's like mega dusty up here, and these mines are like, they're getting like little bits of like dirt and gravel and sand and stuff stuck to the bottom of your flippers and your sides, and it sucks.
That's really what I'm focusing on.
It makes it hard to pay attention, yeah.
Yeah.
But Zoran, you actually managed to point out 2 more lookouts and Pejmina and Hassan, the two of you together, managed to trek a pretty reasonable route through the forest towards what you can kind of figure out to be the other end of this tunnel. You basically have to hike around the peak of the mountain you're currently on. And you do spot, like I said, Zoran, you spot a couple of lookouts. You can choose to deal with them collectively as you see fit, or, like, given the nature and survival checks, you all can just avoid them.
I didn't know if they were going to be a problem later on, though. That's the thing.
Possible.
I have a thought. But I don't want to, like... I'm almost wondering, what if we just, like, capture him, show everyone that he's captured, and just be like, listen, you don't have to listen to this asshole anymore.
I mean...
That'll probably work.
I could use Enthrall on the Populi and try to talk it out.
Let's not waste spell slots on lookouts. Any more, at least.
That's fine.
I do like the idea of when we get in there, the people, because, like, we know we're gonna have to fight skeletons. Like, that's just gonna be a thing that we're gonna have to do. But I like the idea of you using Enthrall on his, like, lackeys and just be like, this guy's a fucking asshole. Why are you, like, you're not even making money. Leave.
Yeah, like, is your life really that much better under his rule?
Yeah, and if that doesn't go well, then, you know, at least we tried. I say let's just make the hike, avoid the lookouts, get right to it.
Yep. Sounds good.
All right. You're going to sneak past. So, I'm going to bring you to a new board.
Yay.
Uh-oh. Board time.
Yay.
And
Maps.
Goodbye, Millie.
you're
Should we
going to
avoid
get...
looking at the stream?
No. You can look at the stream all you want. How'd your sign out?
We go. Oh wait, I think I have to.
You have to go to the.
I am waiting.
We go.
Oh,
I gotta bring everyone to the board.
Yeah.
Summon players to this board.
Whoa.
Many layers.
It is
So
slowly loading.
You all will be starting on the top layer of the board.
Hooray!
Instead of in the
Ooh,
narrow
it's
pass.
very slowly
at the bottom.
going.
My headset just fucking died.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
That's not good.
Oh no. God, Tailspire's so cool.
Oh.
Hello.
God, I love Tailspire.
Hello?
Okay.
Hello.
My headset died.
Oh no!
Here, I need to like flip it around. I thought it had more charge than it did.
I see a skelly.
Ooh, spooky.
Oh, I like the sliding.
Ooh, spooky.
Spooky, scary skeletons. This is cool.
So, actually want to say, so I'm going to let you guys get to do some scouting. Check out what's going on, trying to get a decent look at what's going on. Probably won't be engaging tonight, just because it's getting pretty late.
Yeah.
That's fine.
But I definitely want to give you guys a chance to get a look at the hideout, do some sneaking. As you can see, there are hideouts along the edges up on the cliffs, as indicated by the lookout. They would have been hidden if you had not gotten that information. So you've got an idea of where people are, and if you wanted to try, you can do some sneaking around the board. Sneaking is going to be a little hard. It is night, but as you can see, there's not a lot of cover up at the top.
Pretty. Ooh.
And it seems that Patch has taken up residence in this canyon.
Heck.
Number of skeletons. So,
What is going on up
Yeah.
there?
let me know. So I'm going to let you start basically on any corner of this board that you want to. And then you can let me know how y'all would like to proceed.
Okay, corners.
Hmm.
I kind of like the top left corner a little bit.
Like over here.
Top left or top right sounds good if we're gonna deploy. But
Yeah, it would be nice to make sure we have a way down from the top. So maybe like which way looks like it might have a good route. Probably on this side. Why is my there we go. Probably over here.
and it has any cover at all. I like
You are
that
going to
side.
need to be making stealth checks immediately if you start in that corner, because there's a lookout right there.
And we just can't see it because of the
Line of sight, probably.
yeah.
You all should
I guess we
have a mini assigned. All of these should be assigned to you.
Here.
Okay. Oh, okay, yeah.
It's fucking whipping Pasmina around.
Where'd she go?
Oh, there's way more than I was expecting.
It's like a whole damn
Where's Mina go?
I fell down.
Oh,
a
there
hole.
she is. Okay.
in the corner. Now I can see the.
So we're starting over here then?
We're starting.
No, I'm on this rock.
Shoot. Ah,
I'm
on
on
the
this
rock.
rock. Oh no! No!
oh my god.
My rock.
So then I guess, like Cole said, we'll have to make an immediate stealth check.
Yeah. So, stealth rules in general. So you're going to have to make stealth checks to avoid getting spotted. These outposts, lookouts are going to end up making perception checks in general. But they've got view out to, like, I'm going to say 100 feet. It's getting to be evening, so it's dim light. Means they've got, like, basically each quarter of the board, functionally, they have vision on. So right now, this is the only one you're going to need to worry about. That may change depending on where you are and what you're doing.
Of course.
Yeah, so there's essentially one in each corner in that case. That sounds good.
Sounds good. Planning on starting in this corner? All right, I would
The
like...
right... Yeah.
Hmm?
I was just gonna say, the right corner the right corner's person does... Let's see, where's the ruler? There we are. Does cover a good amount of that. They do as well. No, fine. Right corner's fine. Yeah.
And it's not exact.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You pop around the edge of the mountain over here to see the canyon sprawled out before you. I would like... I'll field this question to players. Do you think this should be an initiative, or do you want to take it kind of more action by action?
Initiative only if we get spotted.
That sounds
That's
good.
how I feel, yeah.
Excellent.
Should we have our initiatives rolled just in case we are? But keep it stealth at least for
Yeah, that's
now?
not a bad idea. Yeah, go ahead and roll initiative for me in general, just to see how fast how quick on the draw you are in general.
Yeah.
25.
That's pretty good. We love alert. Glad the boy seems to have called.
Yeah,
Wait,
he's
math.
cleaned it up finally. He does that. He gets all... It's like, just relax.
He gets obsessive. He knocked my minis over.
No.
I'm gonna have to reassemble my ladies.
No.
Oh, most of them are fine.
2 initiative.
2. Nice. 20. Wow. Okay.
I have a +8 to initiative.
Matt, what was yours again?
25.
25, 21, 19, and 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all, the group of you, other than Hasan, basically get to you spot this lookout, you see what's going on, you get a first action immediately.
Cool. And now do we still do stealth?
So it's stealth if you're trying to sneak up on this person, for sure.
Oh, I certainly am. Okay.
So stealth from everybody, or just the people sneaking up?
Just let me know what you're doing and we'll roll dice appropriately.
Hasan is going to try and just remain out of sight. Remain out of sight is in that case.
Excellent. Yeah. Zoran, how'd you roll for stealth?
14.
14's
not
pretty
great.
good.
What?
14's pretty... I mean, you're level 4. 14's
It's
not
okay.
bad.
It's okay.
I rolled 21.
21's good.
Still got my rope ready.
14 plus 1 perception.
Ooh.
So,
That's tough.
Zoran, they'll probably spot you, but Pejmina, you've got an action.
Got some range on that.
Also, reminder that all weapon damage can be non-lethal.
Yeah, I don't want to kill him. I just want to incapacitate them.
I was just gonna whack him on the back of the head to knock
Yeah, I
him
was
out.
thinking-
That's literally
Meteor hammer's
exactly
good for
what I
that.
was gonna do.
It sure would knock him out. Jesus.
Yeah.
So I'm rolling attack with.
Yeah,
the
go ahead and give
hammer?
me an attack roll. So you're sneaking up the
18.
cliff. 18 will hit. Roll damage. Doesn't super matter, but
I forgot about the damage.
D4 plus
2d4 plus 7.
Oh.
It's not accurate to the it's. Oh,
Or yeah, it's 2d4 plus 5. It is plus 7.
son of a bitch. Stop. Okay. 6 plus 7? Or, wait. Did we say 7 or 5?
2d4 plus 5.
Plus 5. Okay, so 6 plus 5.
It's 11. Yeah.
11.
He's out. Easy.
Sorry. Just kind of dragging me back down to the other side of the that little like ledge. Just like wait.
Yeah. Great. So you can choose to what would you like to do? Let me know what you're investigating. Move your minis around, explore, see what's going on.
Loka would like to go over to here.
Yeah, absolutely. So over this ledge, you can see what look like some containment cells, and this big, larger kind of cell area. Go ahead and give me perception check.
Oh, nat 20.
Ooh, okay, nice. Yeah, awesome. So you hear clearly, like what sounds like almost an anvil sounds, like smithing sounds coming from inside this like thicker, denser cell. You see some like weird glowing coming from in there. It looks like it's from crystals or gems or something like that, and you can smell the like unique charcoal unique charcoal smoke of a forge.
Interesting.
Despite that, the door does appear to be locked.
Hmm.
You hear muttering from down there within at 20. Muttering in Draconic.
Oh.
I don't think I know Draconic.
Hassan knows Draconic.
I don't know Draconic.
Can Hassan listen in to get a gist of what they're talking
Motherfucking piece of
about?
shit ass.
Yeah. Motherfuckers.
Fucking can't get fucking good material, can't get fucking champs, just gotta work with the fuck.
God, I'm gonna have to incite a workers' rebellion, aren't I? Jesus Christ. We're gonna unionize here, baby!
Is there
Nobody fucking likes these guys. Like,
is there anybody over in these two?
There are a couple of fairly well-off looking individuals. Garb says Thronian.
Prince that went missing?
Hard to say.
And that is a jail cell, I'm guessing?
Yep. It's one cavern that's been split into two by this grating.
Oh, I see.
That's honest to God, that's all I want to do, because this is my route of entry, is to jump on top of this thing here. That's where I'm gonna go. So I'm just gonna stay here until everybody else is done.
hmm.
Continue to sleuth around if you would like. Let me know what you'd like to do.
These guys. Why is my mouse there?
I'm wondering if these guys have the same pack thing where they only have 1 HP. I'm wondering if I go for this one over here.
I'll let you know, just like because it's mechanical knowledge, it's not like world knowledge. Lookouts do, fighters do not.
Lookouts do have
they're
the
minions, so they've just got
Okay.
the 1 HP.
Okay.
But
gonna try
any
to
fighters
take-
you find down in the
The
pit,
yeah.
Much less likely to only have 1 HP.
Totally fine. I just want
Okay.
to try and take some of the lookouts out to
Yeah, go for
like,
it.
help give us a little more of a like fighting odd. So I'm gonna try and get like closer. Once I'm like in their range though,
Mhm.
like their viewing range, I'm gonna go ahead and try rolling stealth again.
One.
What's up?
Do you want? Oh, sorry. Do you want
I just wanted to say.
inspiration?
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, Cole.
No. I just wanted to say, Hassan, if you intend to use magic, it is getting close to twilight and will be very visible at a longer distance than normal.
Well, I'm not using fire magic.
What are you using?
Would Mind Sliver technically count?
Oh,
It's
no.
verbal only.
I was about to say, that is perfect. That would work
'Cause it's-
extremely well.
I am not using my funny, like, actual fire.
Yeah. You're not
If
using...
I have
yeah.
Mind Sliver, which is used exactly for, like, this. So
Yeah.
I just want to... The only
Perfect.
thing is, can I make psychic damage non-lethal? Or does it have to be just weapon attacks?
In my mind, I think this is a tone for the table question. Because in my mind, I think it's interesting if magic, you can't choose non-lethal for magic because it is inherently volatile and dangerous.
That is fair.
And hard to control. Like it's hard to control more so than like pulling your punches or aiming specific locations with even ranged weapons. That being said, that also could be bad vibes. So if we want to just say you can do non-lethal damage with magic, we can say that. How do we feel broadly speaking?
Personally, I think it depends on what type of magic's used.
That could also,
Mhm.
yeah. I also
Like
just
force and psychic, I can see possibly being non-lethal,
Sure.
but I can understand that like they can obviously
Stuff like
be,
fire and radiant
fire,
and
cold,
necrotic, like
acid.
it's
much
hard to
harder.
make a fireball non-lethal, but
then I'm super okay with saying you can do non-lethal psychic damage.
We've all
Perfect.
experienced non-lethal psychic.
we know what that's
Like,
Damn,
as
you're
long
right.
as that is the
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. I'll say I think it's interesting to have a more difficult restriction on that for more explicitly destructive forms of magic.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the way I'm trying to do, because it's the cantrip Mind Sliver,
Mhm.
and it says it's disorienting. I just
Mhm.
want to basically just shut the brain for a bit, just boom out.
Yeah, that is a
knock them out. That's all I want to do.
Hell yeah, let's do that.
I'm not like actually just making them go mad, whatever.
Yeah, no, I think that's good.
So for it to work, it is an intelligence saving throw.
All right, well, that's straight up and down on the die. DC?
14.
That is a 5.
Yeah.
Nice.
So it does minimum 1 damage.
They are
So non-lethal.
They are a minion, so they get knocked down. Yeah, they like it's like a splitting headache basically, where they're just like, oh, what's that? And then they just like fold.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Want to continue doing some snooping?
Hassan will motion to Pashmina, and to ask if she can get a look down in that canyon, like the big old canyon.
in like down like
Yeah.
oh shoot.
All right, go ahead and give me a stealth check. There are lots of prying eyes.
Oh boy. Don't
Yeah.
fuck me. 19.
It's pretty good.
Ooh.
I'm sneaking, and oh, it's that guy. Okay. These two look familiar.
All right. No one seems to spot you as you peer down into this main section of the canyon. Relevantly, you spot the patch. You spot a familiar motherfucker with a knife and a ring.
There he fucking is.
Who
Thanks for the jiggle.
you're welcome.
The
Who appears to be right next to this kind of like narrow cavern where there's like kind of a hulking form clawing at these boards between him and the form. Can't really tell if it's some kind of animal, beast, what's going on there. There are some folks nearby kind of watching this happen. Laid out on the table in front of this area, the patch has what appears to be like a skull, a bunch of candles, some kind of like tome.
necromancer shit.
He's got he's wearing the ring, and on the desk you see a steel bracelet with a snake coiled around it. That matches very closely the description you were given by Fahir.
I can steal
I
that.
fucking knew
I can steal
we
that.
were gonna get to where we were gonna get, and you were gonna go. Okay.
I take
Among other very like ritualistic looking things, it's clear that they are hiding out in what appears to be a decommissioned mining quarry. There's some scaffolding and passageways and whatnot. That much is obviously. You see some skeletons roaming around, most of them equipped with bows. Bleached dry. These look pretty old. Very much non-fleshy. As well as a number of fighters. You note that the skeletons seem to have been sequestered to the rafters or areas that living people are not. to kind of like separate them. Not really sure why necessarily. But you see kind of a combination of bandit toughs and skeletons roaming about, while the patch seems to be going about some kind of experiments.
Can I get a closer look at what's behind the
Slats.
Yeah.
Or over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there is something cloaked in shadow. Hard to tell.
I have dark vision.
You know what? You do have dark vision. And I'm
Magical shadow. Fuck you.
wreathed in magical shadow. Yeah. So, it looks like a corpse that's moving.
Ooh.
It may have been alive at one point, and it's definitely moving, and it's got some like open gaping wounds on it that would definitely prevent most people from moving, and it does not seem to care. And behind it is just an enormous pile of bones.
Just more of them.
No flesh on the bone pile. Just bones.
Just bones.
And a singular fleshy zombie. Which the patch seems to be very attentive to. He's writing something down in one of his books. He's kind of like examining it and muttering under his breath.
Okay.
Plans.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. I'm gonna sidle on back sneakily, quietly. And I want to relay to the group what I've seen. Where is everybody? Oh.
Alright. So, I do like Loka's idea of heading down through the cells, and then perhaps emerging from the doorway right around here.
So, the patch is right next to those boards. If we just open up those boards, that zombie can just get to them.
We don't know if it'll be friendly to him or not, though.
True.
He seems to be obviously trying to control it.
Because I can very much burn the boards.
Can I get a vibe check on how aggro the zombie was towards the patch?
Yeah. I'd say roll insight, but like it doesn't super.
I mean, good. That is.
No, I could give you the same answer regardless of what you rolled, which is just like hard to tell. It's not like a person.
Right.
It doesn't seem to have an attitude.
Okay.
If someone would like to roll Arcana specifically about necromancy, you certainly may.
I can do that.
How much does Heisan know about necromancy?
A total of 13 things.
13 whole things.
How much does Zeron know?
Find out.
Do I dare? Funny enough, higher than a 13. 15.
Okay.
Dice are not my friends.
I only have a +1.
So, a lot of it just is, I think the difference in knowledge there is of, I'm going to give you, both of you, very different responses. So, Heisan, one of the things about learning about necromancy is that you don't, so any knowledge about it is pretty hard to come by, or just straight up peripheral. As such, you know, necromancy is hard to come by, it's hard to control, and it's hard to do in the first place, because it's just hard to get knowledge about in order to perform. This is why, like, historically, speaking to your preferences specifically, necromancers tend to go mad or be perceived as weird little scientists in general, because they always feel like they're on the cusp of something new, when in reality the knowledge that they uncover has been retread and then lost because it has turned disastrous on whoever is attempting to control it. The vast majority of the time.
Heck.
So, Zoran, things you know about necromancy is specifically because it is super outlawed magic in Althra.
Oh, yeah.
This is actually not particularly because of it conceptually. Althra is a pretty intellectually open consciousness when it comes to magic. And there are bits of necromancy that are actually very valuable to people like healers and clerics who are found to be basically accidentally imbuing parts of their magic with bits of necromancy, whether they understand it or not. The big reason it is super illegal in Althra is not because of the magic itself. It's not some kind of moralistic imperative. It's because of the spread. If you fuck up necromancy bad enough, it becomes contagious. And that contagion in a city as small and tight as Althra would be ruinous.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not good.
We do need him alive, though, yes?
Well, I have every plan about taking him alive.
Definitely prefer it. Ay, ay, ay. This is gonna be rough.
Yes.
I have kind of a weird question. Does, at least for me, does this appear climbable? Like this, shoot, yeah.
I will warn you, that's into the cells which are currently locked. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm aware.
That grating?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it'd be a little difficult.
Hmm.
Not as difficult for someone like you, specifically.
Oh, that spawned so many more enemies. Okay.
Um,
Ooh, moving, that was not fun.
not super difficult for someone like you, but for the average person, that's not a climbable climb.
Okay.
Okay. Because I'm almost half a mind to have you three go down, from where kind of like Loka is there to like here or whatnot. You know? I'm fine with staying where I am just because I'm a distance fighter.
Relevant down there, I know it's a little hard to see, there is one guard down there outside of the cells.
Is there?
Yeah.
I'm just moving my character just so I can
Spamming
pop them.
surprise.
There they are, yeah.
Ah,
They're right in the corner over here.
Plummeting attack.
Plunging attack.
Punching attack.
You cannot negate fall damage by punching downward in this the same way you can in Dark Souls.
Well, that's
You can-
fucking lame.
You can absolutely jump on them, and one of you has an ability that reduces fall damage now.
Hey, guess what? Guess who?
Just stomping attack.
if that is something you
you're gonna
want to
Mario
do.
Stomp 'em. Unarmed strike? Oh,
But
they
if that
have-
goes
yeah.
wrong, that might set off initiative very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They also probably have more health, is the thing.
I'm
This is
mostly
correct.
joking.
They are not minions.
I'm mostly joking.
Mostly joking.
I would be willing to take those odds. How far is that jump? Like, actually. Where's my ruler? Like, how do I... Like, it... Pretty big.
30 feet about.
30
I think.
feet. What is my
Well, more like
ability?
24, 25 feet. You know what I mean? Because you're colliding into something before you hit the ground.
He's catching me.
yeah.
Is there any way from
5 times your movement?
on like the rafters, like the actual rafters, like on here or whatnot? Is there any way to get back up?
No.
Yeah, it's right by the what's his face, the patch.
There is scaffolding, which will make it easier to get up. But relevant, as opposed to the cliff sides you were on before, this is a quarry, meaning these walls were mined out, so they're almost sheer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that's just the model.
Scrambleable. Yeah.
Because I was gonna say I could try to go down and just steal his funny book and bracelet from him.
Oh, by going like invisible.
Because I super have invisibility and I super have a +5 to sleight of hand. So he would be unable to use it. The only thing is the ring is the problem. He has that ring.
If you can get the book and the bangle, though, that's already like.
And he is so
95% of the reason.
relevantly too, like for miniatures purposes, he is standing still, but he is like pacing back and forth between this and the desk and like looking at the book and making notes and then moving back to the zombie and looking at stuff and like messing with stuff in the book and like casting sigils and then moving back to the book, like looking at it.
Wait, he's writing something in the book?
Yeah.
All right.
I have an idea.
Sure.
It's a really dumb idea, but I have an idea. Hey, San, do you have a book that you do not need?
Oh.
Ooh. You want to copy it down?
No. I want you to take his book from him and leave by a book that just, like, is of no use to them. I have minor illusion, so I can make it look like it is the book.
I am the only... I can...
Well, would you even need... Well, I guess that would sell the illusion more is the thing.
I can create a book that is of no use to him.
And then, okay, you can make it... you can
But
create a book.
the thing is, I cannot make a perfect copy. You would have to, like, you would have to, like, maybe do that with some illusory shit. Because the books Heisan has, Heisan will not give up.
Yeah.
Also, because I was going to say, you do have the journal to your brother. If we put that behind anything that the patch is writing down.
Yes, but then
relevantly, the book he's reading out of isn't blank. Like, there's stuff in it that he is reading out of. So if you swapped it for something that was not identical textually, he would know.
No, immediately.
Very, very much so.
Well, and performance of creation does not allow me to make a perfect copy unless I study it, like, intensely for a long time.
Okay, because I was just gonna say, if I take the book,
if you could buy you even
have
a...
it.
Yeah.
There's
because I can get down there invisible just fine, and I can kind of read it from the side and like be out of his way as best as I can.
Are you getting back out?
That's the only problem.
We have rope. And potentially an avenue for you to get through, but I think this plan has a couple problems, if I may say.
By all means.
One, well, the most notable being time. we cannot reasonably create a convincing copy of that notebook at all quickly at all.
Mm-hmm.
And also the spell slots. You have 2 spell slots of
I do.
invisibility, which go up to an hour.
Correct.
You also don't have to make you invisible. You
Correct.
can cast invisibility on other people.
Correct. It's just mainly because I have a +5 in Sleight of Hand. I'm gonna be honest.
That's true. +5 in sleight of hand is pretty good.
Okay.
It's one of my better stats.
Okay. So,
You also don't have to do this right now.
yeah.
You can take some time to kind of watch, see what's going on. Although then that comes to the risk of like, okay, when do they change the guards? How long do we have until they notice that some of their lookouts are out?
Yeah. So, like the journal, I don't think we can get, just due to limitations. I could performance of creation a bracelet, perhaps an iron, like a cheap replica. Do you think I could do that, Cole? Within 60 gold?
I think
80
so.
Gold? Yeah.
Oh wait, so well, yeah, you could
Well,
make
gold.
something that looks like it pretty easily, I think.
But upon further inspection, they would realize it is not magical at all because I cannot create.
Spoilers, it's worth significantly more than that.
Yeah. I also just can't replicate. I can only make non-magical
Yeah,
weapons.
mundane items, yeah.
So I could hand you something that could perhaps fool them if they're not examining it too closely, and we could swap that and get out.
Mm-hmm.
That also leaves some other situations. One, we also came here to take whether we want to actually take the patch or not. And 2, if we plan on rescuing the prisoners or not. Because if we want to rescue the because first we have to secure your route of escape, which I think the best way would be to go through this prison cell. In which case we can probably lower a rope to you, in which case we have to get rid of the guard. And also we would have to remove the prisoners. That is how I think this could go. I guess the only problem was the book.
No, that's fine.
Do we want to try that, but the problem is, does Loka want to do that?
Oh, that's a good question.
Because what does Loka want to do?
Oh no.
I'm sure Pashmina would be fine with. I'm guessing Pashmina would be fine with. We're not gonna get into a big fight today.
Hey, if we're gonna try and steal a book and the bracelet, and the guy has a bounty on his head, then I mean, I think either way it's gonna turn into a big fight, right? Like, I don't think that's avoidable. I think we can do things to mitigate how bad it's gonna be, but I think either way is fight. Unless you just say, get the book, get the bracelet, get the hell out. Like, I don't know. But I expect, big battle. It just kind of depends on where we all want to be for that. Because say that, Zaran goes and steals the book and the bracelet, and then, just finds a spot to hide for a bit. Patch is gonna know. He's gonna go, no! Book is missing! And then, scramble, look for intruder. And at that point, I could come out and just be like, "I have a question for all of you. Do you want you to leave with your money or your lives? You know."
You're
Or
really
whatever
set
you
on
say.
using that line, aren't you?
It was such a good goddamn line, and this would be very poetic if it was on him, you know, like just to see what kind of an asshole move that is. So, also it's been a while since I've gotten to do something cool like that.
Okay.
You don't outpay the pirate, you know? It's rude.
Okay, so I think we might be fighting today. Okay then.
Almost definitely.
And once again, that's only if you want to capture pets.
Okay. So,
I do want to help these people. Just kind of gestures at all the people in cells.
well, before any of that, we know we're going to have to take care of that guard down there.
Yep.
I could either sleep him, or you could go plunging attack. I want to see plunging attack. Eli wants to see plunging attack.
Oh.
Hands in the air. Who wants to see
Everybody raises their hand, including Pashmina.
Like, sleep might do more damage, but plunging attack is just cool.
DM, can I try?
Absolutely, you can.
Yay.
And I'll come up with the mechanics for how that works next session.
Yeah.
Yay.
Pashmina is preparing to jump onto this guard, and I think that is as good of a literal cliffhanger as I can do, anticipating next session, where I need to do a little bit of mechanical balancing. This is going to be fun. I'm excited. I hope you all had a good time this session.
Yeah.
I really like this board.
It's
I
very
like
good.
Again, assembled and modified. Not all my work. I did a lot of assembling and modification, but I think it looks good.
I like it. I like the rafters a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, the quarry itself was pre-constructed, and I made some chunky modifications to it for my own purposes.
Nice.
Looking forward to seeing Pashmina do a plunging attack. That basically, I think how that's going to work is like you're gonna deal however much fall damage you would take, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe some amount of it.
You may also take that amount of damage. Because you're just turning yourself into a projectile, but you're a monk, so you're going to be able to mitigate a good chunk of that.
Yeah, I forget how falling damage works, to be honest.
Same, that's why I'm waiting until next session.
Nice.
Because it's hard. And
No,
by
it's
hard, I
based on
mean
the-
it is a rule. It's distance.
Oh.
Yeah, I had
D6
the,
per 10 feet, I believe.
D6 per 10 feet. Air falling damage. End of the fall, creature takes 1d6 bludgeoning damage for every 10 feet. To a maximum of 20 d6. Which is the terminal velocity of an adventurer. So you would deal plus 3d6 damage, and I would give you an attack at disadvantage. I think is probably the reasonable way to do that.
Mm-hmm. And you can reduce falling damage by 20. That's really good.
So
Yeah, slow falls.
so you wouldn't take any damage because that jump is a maximum of 18 damage, falling damage.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, you just have a plunging attack. You are the one who is allowed to do a plunging attack, which is very funny.
This build is fucked. I see. Okay, I'm
Monks.
starting to understand why people
Monks.
don't. Yeah. This is probably the most OP character I've ever gotten to play.
Well, I'm glad. All right, going around the horn. Hazan, and by Hazan I mean Eli. Stars and wishes.
Stars, plans. Plans are fun. Even if they take up a lot of time, I had fun planning with you all. This is fun. I like the quarry. And I also like that, I do like how you're doing the villages. I like being able to shop for different goods in each different village. That makes it. I'm living my mercantile fantasy. Thank you, Cole. that is my big. Those are my two big stars. Also, Loka Cloud. Loka Cloud is
Oh
fun.
yeah, you still have this fucking cloud, right?
Yeah, it didn't go away.
Wishes. I hope next combat is fun, like the previous one, because the previous one was also fun. And wishes. Nosgall, I hope. I'm excited to see. I guess this is just me looking forward to. I'm excited to meet Feihu's sister, or if they have a sister,
Yeah.
or whatever. Because
That is the stated relationship between Zurga and Feihu.
yeah, which is, I wonder how old they are. All right, that's me.
Excellent. Matt, stars and wishes.
Oh boy, stars are hard. This one. This was a good session. I just kind of all of it, you know, like it wasn't too intensive. It was, I guess it wasn't brief either. We were at it for 4 hours, but it didn't feel that long. Like Eli said, the map, this map's fucking cool.
Yay.
It's just fucking cool.
I feel like I've been getting a little bit better at Tailspire every time I use it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I would say so. Just looking at this. What else? Wish or stars? I was happy with the amount of goofing I did today too as Loka. That was fun. Wishes. Looking forward to combat. I'm having more thoughts and ideas about how to approach this, even as I look at it. And I feel like any way we do it is both the correct way and the wrong way simultaneously. You know what I mean? Like,
The perfect storm.
yeah. What else for wishes? Yeah, wishes are Stormcloud. No particular wishes about it, but I like that it's there, and I'm gonna wish upon it. So
Excellent.
It's gonna make your combat so like
It's gonna be fun.
if it's shocking people.
I mean, I've already been doing that anyways, but
Excellent. Me, stars and wishes. Loka Shenanigans is fun. I feel like a lot of positive dice rolling today. Just lots of dice rolling, honestly, today in general.
yeah.
Lots of skill checks and stuff. And I'm excited for things to go terribly right or wrong. Yeah, wishes is that this encounter is interesting. Yeah. Caroline, stars and wishes.
Yeah. Stars from the session. A succulent. A succulent. I genuinely I liked it for just kind of like what it is. It's a good like setup session of just kind of like, oh, okay, like we're doing this now. All right, like we kind of have a plan and we found this and we did all this when we weren't originally. So I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah, just some good moments. Stormcloud, cool, fun. I like that. I can't wait to see the actual shenanigans with that. That will be fun. Wishes. Yeah, I'm excited to see how combat goes. Wishes. God, I don't want this character to die. I am having too much fun with them already. But it just, yeah, I'm excited already to see how next session goes. Wishes, I want to know what is behind that little, like, wooden, like, crate that the patch is working on. I really want to know. So I'm just really excited for next session already. To see how it all is all gonna go.
Ella. And Hannah.
Stars. Just adventuring. Just like, investigating, sneaking around, doing good rolls. I was also very happy with a lot of the dice rolling. Regardless of good or bad rolls, and also technical difficulties.
Swingy today.
Yeah.
Any wishes?
I'm trying to think. I want the plunging attack to be cool, and also maybe not kill this guy.
It will be weapon damage, so I we'll see. And we'll see if it knocks him out.
Why would it be weapon damage?
Well, because you'd be attacking them. It's at least it's not spell damage.
Oh.
It is mundane damage, at least. Yeah. Cool. Well then, I'm looking forward to seeing a unicorn tiefling jump down onto Bandit Thug at the beginning of the next session.
Oh, yeehaw.
And I hope to see you all soon.
Yeah.
Hit the recording
Right.
button.